everyone. This is George.
Hi, everybody.
And I'm Bob, and we're the head shipping goblins of Beetle and Grimm.
Middle management, really.
We're the head shipping goblins, and we're here to tell you that Beetle and Grimm's now shipping the latest release. This exclusive box set will take your Dungeons & Dragons campaign to a whole new level. It's packed full of in-world handouts, full-scale battle maps, encounter cards, and more. Beetle and Grimm's sets your adventuring party up in high style.
Yeah, and the jewelry is shiny.
And now, to tell us more is the newest member of our goblin team, Goblin Katie.
Hi, everybody. To celebrate the latest release from Beetle and Grimm's, I'm going to sing a song about being run through with a polearm.
Oh, I'm embarrassed for her.
What?
Should I tell her, should you? You do realize that it takes more than calling yourself Goblin Katie to be a goblin, you know that, right?
Well,
Maybe it's true. Maybe George here is gonna be an ogre if I call him Ogre George.
I'm an ogre.
Even better, he's a human if I call him Human George.
I'm George Washington.
Sorry, sister, but it takes more than a name to rock this look. I'm calling the Union.
oh great. Let them know my new card came in. Go Local 234.
Son of a bitch.
I never thought I'd see my own spleen.
Welcome to Dwarven Forge. This is everything you need to know about our terrain in 60 seconds. Ready? Let's go. We hand sculpt our pieces for maximum detail and artistry, infusing passion into every millimeter of our work. Everything is available beautifully hand painted so you can start playing right away. Or you can choose unpainted to paint everything yourself. Our pieces are completely modular so you can use the same sets to create a new adventure every time. Most pieces have embedded anchor magnets that affix to our terrain trays for secure building and for revealing rooms as your players discover them. We create everything out of Dwarvenite, our top secret PVC formula that's nearly indestructible. We pack our pieces with as many features as possible, such as swappable LEDs to quickly change the look of your scene. We offer magnetic accessories to add flavor or increase the danger. A 1-inch tactical grid is sculpted into our floors, hidden in dungeon flagstones, natural rocks, or sticks and plants. In addition to sculpted pieces, we make terrain trays to use as a vibrant graphic base for your build. We offer a range of environments, including dungeons, caverns, cities, castles, sewers, forests, mountains, streets, burrows, ice, and hellscape. And that's just the beginning. We have a passionate fan base who can tell you all about it. And that's everything you need to know about Dwarven Forge in 60 seconds.
Hello, and welcome to Band of Badgers. My name's Joe, and I'm going to be the DM for the evening as we descend once more into Avernus. Yes.
Let's do it.
But of course, what is a DM without his little flock to shepherd through the wastelands of Avernus? So hello, players. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, players.
Hello.
Hello, players.
Hello, everybody.
We are ready to rock.
Yeah. After that epic intro music. So
Yes, epic music.
yeah, big shout out going to Sam once more from Bleed Again. Go check them out. Big thank you for making that intro music for me, mate. But I'd also like to welcome our guest for the evening. We have Nate from Dwarven Forge.
Hey,
So-
Nate.
Hello, Nate. How you doing?
What's up, Nate?
I'm really excited to go to hell with you guys.
There you go.
We're already there.
If I had to pick
Right.
one band of badgers to go to hell with, it would be you guys.
Oh, thank you.
All those other bands of badgers, they're like, man.
We'll be catching up with Nate
the real deal.
in the halftime break to find out some more about what Dwarven Forge is all about, and also Nate is going to be giving away a prize as well. So stay tuned for that. Big thank you, mate.
You can tell them what it is.
Yeah,
It
go on.
was $100 gift card.
But the
am I right?
suspense.
$100 card for Dwarven Forge.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, better than physical terrain because shipping to the UK is brutal. So
Yeah.
It goes anywhere for free.
We'd also like to say a big thank you to Beadle and Grim for their ongoing support with the whole channel. So big thanks to those guys. We've also got a number of discounts that you'll see scrolling along below me here that we've arranged for you guys. So if you're looking for any merch or any bits and pieces, please keep an eye out there. And if you see anything you like, there's also discount codes and whatnot. So yeah, have a follow any of our other supporters. Also, a big thank you to all of you, the viewers, for tuning in. So keep your comments and chat going. After I finish playing, I go back through and look through all of your craziness that you go through on chat whilst you're playing. So it gives me much joy. The other thing to let you guys know, as a viewer, you will actually be able to see what I can see. So you'll be getting a view behind the curtain. So you might be able to see things that the players can't. So try not to shout those out in chat. Like, don't be like, "There's a beholder around the corner."
No, you can tell us. Really, you can tell us that there's a beholder around the corner.
Please.
Yeah, just put the word "oops" after it, and you'll forgive it.
Yeah.
If we're going left and we see the word "uh-oh,"
Yeah.
we're gonna go right.
You can also find us on YouTube, Twitch here, and Twitter. Please drop us a follow, like, subscribe, what have you. If you've got Twitch Prime, please do that also. That really helps. You can also find on YouTube our previous sessions of Avernus. So if you want to find out how the party's got on so far, then please give that a view afterwards.
Also, down the bottom in Twitch, there is a tip jar. Got no idea how to use it or what it does, but might be worth a shot.
But it's only on the web version, so you have to go onto the web to see it. You can't find it on the phone.
Okay.
Which is silly, I think. You should have the tip jar available everywhere.
So just give us a tip. I guess that's what the whole thing is,
I'll
right?
take tips.
Tips gratefully received.
Especially
if there's a beholder around the corner.
Yeah, that's not.
What? So now I'm going to hand you over to Cork for Cork's diary.
Yay! Alright. Cork doesn't remember half of what happened last time. Don't know why. For some reason, half of it's just completely gone from my mind. I remember we fought 3 Minotaurs, and we met Granddaddy Ravengard under the cemetery. He was wearing a really fancy helmet, which gave him really weird visions. We managed to get it off him. The visions gave our tiny mobile elephant Nightlight, Lulu, an idea. She said we go down to the surface of Avernus, and we look for Fort Knucklebone. Can't remember why we're looking for Fort Knucklebone, but Nightlight never leads people wrong. It helps you at night. So we follow the elephant. We've made our way down the chains, don't question how. We made our way down, and now we walk to Fort Knucklebone. Here we go.
Thank you. So yeah, you've made your way down the chains that were holding El03 in place and slowly dragging it down towards the River Styx. And you've been told that you need to get to Fort Knucklebone, which is around a 10-hour journey itself. As you walk in the direction that Lulu has told you, the view on the horizon, like any mountains or sort of any points that you could maybe focus on, seem to randomly shift as you're wandering. You also haven't really got a sense of time of day due to there not being any sun or anything along those lines. So although you've been told it's around 10 miles, it could have taken you a lot longer or shorter to get to Fort Knucklebone itself. What things are you guys sort of talking about on your way to this place?
Are we still carrying the helmet?
Yes.
Yes, I think I think Vershon's got it in.
Got it,
Yes.
we were very adamant to not wear the helmet.
No, not wearing the helmet, and well, it doesn't
Yeah.
their helmet.
I don't think that'd be a good
on
idea.
Virshon's head, so
Cool.
We'll make it fit.
I'm
Looking at
looking
the
forward to 10 hours of Jack singing to us.
Yeah, Jack's just basically walking and kind of kicking the dirt and.
Ah, catchy tune, Jack. Is
Yeah.
that a new tune you are working on?
Yeah, just a little another adventure I was on. Maybe another time we could talk about that.
Dear.
And I assume I'm still riding Lulu, right?
Yeah, if you haven't
so
got down
cheeky.
from Lulu, then yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're actually flying above us with this?
Yeah, like how high would I be off the ground?
No, you can just fly along beside them if you wish to.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe 5 to 6 feet off the ground, just sort of floating.
and
on the
I'm
back
still
of
taller
Lulu.
than you.
Yeah.
Hey, your head height.
Yes,
Yeah,
your head
yeah.
height for me.
That's
I
awesome.
can look at you and be like, so, how many halflings are there?
Well, there's a number of halflings. Have you been to the gate
No.
outside of Baldur's Gate?
No.
Ah, we've got a excellent establishment there. That's where my family is.
I only knew my mentor.
And where was that from?
Not here.
Oh, of course, not here in hell.
No, his name was Draxon.
His name was what?
Draxon.
Jackson.
Draxon.
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 Draxon. Yeah, that sounds like a fun name.
Yes. He was very good with me, teaching me to be a druid.
That is good. That is good. I didn't really have any mentors. I learned me magic and me spells all to myself as I went on adventures, and frankly, it didn't go over so well in the village. But maybe for another time we can talk about that. I don't want to sour the notes as we take our trip here.
You have such excellent notes.
Ha! Thank you.
They're very high notes.
Ah, yes. Well, those piercing notes, they get into the minds of our enemies, and
You're very good at that.
cause a lot of damage.
Over here in the conversation, Adam kind of says to himself, and it's just himself in his head. That makes sense that he taught himself how to play.
Ooh. Didn't say that out loud, though.
Yeah, was that out loud? Did I hear that? Or
Okay, yeah, actually, I'm so used to talking to the shield now. Yeah, I say it out loud, thinking the same. So I'm walking along like, that makes sense.
Yeah,
The shield is making him more bitchy.
yeah, Jack could just look over his shoulder at you and just kind of give you a little bit of a wink.
Jack, a self-made man such as yourself has my respect.
Oh, thank you, Woo. Maybe when we get out of this place and we go back to Waterdeep, everyone can come over to Toonhammer Brews, a tavern, and we'll share a brew. Maybe anyone would like any one of my brews.
As long as they're not drunk here.
Yeah.
All drinks are terrible here. Doesn't matter where they come from. All drinks are terrible.
Even my favorite brew is terrible down here. As Jack still takes another swig out of his gorge of the beer, even though it tastes like shit, he still just drinks it.
This all the
Poor
food and
Jack.
drink down here remind me very much of the monastery food where I was raised, so I'm used to it.
That is most unfortunate.
It depends how you look at it. If you start off with low expectations, you can't be disappointed.
Is Alinar still, like, as we're walking along, does he still kind of talk to the shield every so often, just like pull it in front of him, just talk to it? Or does he just whisper over his back?
I actually had an image of me looking at the shield, chatting to it, but I thought no. I think. Well,
Yeah, I don't suppose.
I just want to kind of walk like that. But...
I'm waiting
out
until
in
it gets
front
to
of
the
it.
point where he's kneeling down with the shield, going precious.
I think.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping, and Joe, tell me if it's not possible, but I'm kind of hoping that I can communicate with the shield like mentally, instead of just out loud, which is why I got confused when I was complimenting Jack's recorder skills.
Yeah, I think there will be definitely times where it talks to you like telepathically, and there'll be other times where it will talk to you out loud.
Oh, it can talk out loud. I actually thought it was only telepathically. Okay, that's
yeah,
good.
that's what I originally thought. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, then, no. Ideally, Cork, I'll be talking up my shoulder and not looking like a madman walking through hell. We're talking to a shield.
Now, looking like a madman walking through hell.
Not out of place where we are.
Very good.
So.
Very good point.
Yeah.
So
I think you're good.
So yeah,
Eleanor, it is no more crazy than those who speak to gods.
This is very true, and we all know how crazy those people are.
So yeah, you spend what you'd estimate to be around 10 hours walking in the direction that Lulu has told you, and the nearer you get, the more this mound juts out of the ground in front of you, and this it almost looks like a knuckle just sitting on the top of a hill, and this fortified compound is set up around it that rises out of this crater-pocked landscape. At the centre of this compound is a hill of rust-coloured stone that resembles a hand clawing out of the ground, with gaps between each of the fingers. A jagged wall made of rock, bones and metal debris surrounds this hand-shaped hill. Other highlights visible from this distance include a gatehouse atop which stands half a dozen small figures on watch. Standing in front of the gatehouse is a tabaxi. Nate, did you want to give a description of what morale looks like?
So he's lithe and skinny. He looks like he's never taken a bath. His fur is probably kind of white and gray, like a snow leopard, but it's pretty dirty at this point. He's got some very well-traveled clothes, so sort of light clothes on. Lots of little pouches and bottles and things clipped around everywhere. He has a longbow, beautifully carved longbow, slung over his shoulder, and a very full quiver of arrows. His one ear is kind of always cocked a little askew, and what particularly noteworthy, what's the temperature like in here? What kind of hell are we talking? We're in Avernus, right? So
it's reasonably warm. Yeah.
Toasty. It's toasty.
Yeah.
Despite the toasty atmosphere, he's got his breath. Even when he exhales, you can still see his breath as if he was in out in the cold, and then every now and then little bits of snowflakes, like little rainbowy snowflakes, sort of flit around him. He's got some otherworldly snowflakes about him.
It is an interesting looking chap.
For sure.
Okay, and Joe, just a couple things here.
Yes.
We can all of this we can see, right? Like the 12 figures.
What on the gatehouse?
Yeah, like at the distance we're at, we can all clearly see this.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And about how much time has passed since we got up that last morning in the crypts? Are we still within the 24 hours?
Yes. Yeah.
10 hours, wasn't it, you said?
Are we angling for a long rest, Josh?
Well, no, I'm just if anybody hasn't used their 1d8 to anything from the organ.
Oh, yes, of course.
Within 24 hours.
I was thinking more hit points.
Yeah, all your hit points from leadership should still be there. You're good, as long as you haven't used them.
Mine aren't. I used them.
To survive.
We didn't heal, did we, after that last fight? That's what I mean.
I was
so we probably need a rest.
going to use healing on you because I know he did, didn't he? Before the end of the game.
We're about to head into what seems to be a fort or a village, of which there's a beautiful tabaxi on top, and Cork will just look up and just go, "Look, Cork met cat people before. Hello, I'm Cork."
Cork, I believe they like to be called tabaxis.
Yeah.
Not cat people.
So,
hello, tabaxi.
Based on past experiences as well, I don't know, mine's Cork. It's not food.
I'm on the ground, not up on the tower.
So Morel's he's not.
Okay.
He's basically outside. In front
pacing
of the
around, annoyed.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna look over my shoulder at Eleanor and just ask, it seems that he's carrying a bow weapon. What do you think about his skills? Just to kind of try to get a sense if Alinar could like maybe gauge, like, based on the weaponry with the bow and the arrows and the frost or the skill set. Like, is there anything there we can gain or an understanding before we actually get right up?
Taking a look, can I spot anything about his armor or his bow that might give off any impression on that?
You don't think anything is magic, but it's all well crafted and looks well used, as if he's he handles it like looks like he's a seasoned hunter.
Okay. Then I'll turn back to Jack then, and I'll express by the looks of it, I'm sure that he could fare quite well in competitions, but I'm yet to see what he would do in such a fight as you and I both know.
Perhaps we should go say hello.
He's a fairy cat.
Yeah, we're just going to go up and say hello.
Did I hear?
Just march up there.
Did I hear Cork yelling from a distance? Was he?
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
Cork is loud enough, yes.
Cork's already announced our presence, so.
Well, my ears perk up as I kind of size up this. You're a pretty big half-orc. I mean, I guess all half-orcs are big, right? You're a big, clunky.
Yeah, he's not approaching you with any semblance of stealth.
Yeah. I mean, so we're on this giant barren plain, right? I mean, we're like, there's nowhere to be stealthing. Well, salutations of greeting there, loud one.
He's got your number, Cork.
He has. He knows Cork is loud. That's Cork's greatest asset.
Yes. Agreed.
Hello, I'm Cork. Who are you?
I scamper over with alarming speed.
Ooh.
Oh.
Salutations of greeting. As I said, I am Raoul Sarcis, Relic Requisitioner, and you look like just the distraction I'm looking for.
Cork's other great talent, distraction.
Oh, excellent. I'm trying to gain egress here into this thing, and these guards, they're not quite as polite or good-looking as yourself. So I'm thinking if you could just make a bit of a commotion, I would slip over the wall, and you'd have my eternal thanks.
Did you say something about relics?
Oh, you have a relic that needs requisitioning? Very well. Perhaps.
I know. I'd like to requisition one.
Oh, that's what it's one of my specialties.
It's competition.
Are you a finder and not a seller?
Indeed, indeed, indeed. What do you need found, and I will find it for a fair price.
Verishon?
Anything that is lost and not found yet.
We are looking for the Holy Grail.
It's either competition.
Actually, that's kind of what she's looking for, is anything that is lost to the upper world.
It's either competition or you found your new best friend.
Oh, yes. Can we keep this one?
You people, just because he looks like a cat, it does not mean he is a pet. He's a tabaxi.
That's what I meant.
And well met, Ralph.
Well met yourself.
Jack
I glean from your stature that you have studied the way, have you not? I briefly studied at the Kojisan Monastery myself.
A brother monk. It's good to meet you.
Pleasure's mine.
So, let us know why you can't just walk through the front door here, just because of the guards?
Yes,
Is it pay to enter, or?
They don't seem to be in the mood for a parley.
Parley.
And I believe there's more of them than I could kill.
Should we see if we can go through?
If Cork looks up, because what are we looking at here?
You are looking at a wall that's been made of just bits of metal and sheeting and all sorts of detritus and debris, and then there's two guard towers that sit in front of a large door.
Yeah, that looks spiky. I don't think we're climbing up that.
Oh, I would climb that in a jiffy.
Then why don't you?
Oh, there's about a dozen guards staring at me.
Ooh, what guards?
So you want
Oh,
us
have we
to...
seen them?
So you
Well,
can...
let's just...
Sorry, go.
Well, let's just say we're supposed to make a ruckus and you go up over the wall. So what happens to us?
Perfect response.
We see
We
the
need to work
guards.
out a different deal here.
Joe,
Seems
can
a
we
little
see the guards from where
one-sided.
we are?
Yeah, so you can see the guards, and they look to be sort of gnome-like creatures that are wearing large red hats that look almost Santa-esque.
Quite ill-tempered.
Are they
Quite
garden
ill-tempered.
gnomes?
Kind of,
No.
kind of like garden gnomes, yes.
Cork will look up and be like, "Hello, my name's Cork.
What's the password?
Eggs and dress."
Nah.
Is it New England clam chowder?
He says
Send
eggs
me
and dress
some of
isn't the correct password.
The other one didn't know the password either.
What is the password?
I'll give you a clue. Think of what the colour blue smells like.
Oh.
It's
The
a bunch of
colour-
nonsense. I've been going about this for half a bell, and no.
You said the color blue.
The color blue smells like the sky.
Blueberries.
Cork will just stare blankly up at the sky, just like existential crisis. Just colors have smells. Oh.
Does it smell like ice? Maybe.
I'll tell
Well,
you
it
what.
makes
We'll
cold,
give you a
doesn't it?
clue if you sing us a song, so we can tell that you're definitely not demons.
Yeah.
Jack.
Oh yeah,
sing
Jack
the song
jumps to
quick.
this
Our
one.
family.
Basically, just does this like
And then
backflip
Jack-
off of Lulu onto the ground, busts
This
out
is
the
old Jack.
pipe. I mean, the pipe comes out on this one. He's got the pipe in one hand. He's got the hurdy-gurdy in the other hand, and he just begins to like. It's almost like he's dancing. He's doing like some sort of a little dance, but he's also
jig.
playing. He's also playing music. You know.
Nah, definitely a demon.
This just continues to go on though, even though they're saying, "Come on."
Please give him a performance role.
Yeah. Come on. What's the use of a password when you can
Cool.
have a good
Cool.
tune and dance?
Cork will kind of, as he's kind of staring at the sky, just slowly jig to the music and go, "Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you've been hiding away for so long," and not really pay attention.
And you just hear all this raucous laughter come from the watchtowers themselves. You just hear them just shout, "We don't even have a password."
How about this? How about this, friends?
I'm already annoyed at this whole thing.
Well, if there's no password, then we can come in, right?
That's gnomes for you.
Yeah, and the doors just open as you.
Generally gritting my gears.
Well,
Let's make
bro,
haste through the doors.
Your
that was-
entrance awaits.
That was
what
much
does that
less
bring?
exciting than going up over the walls.
But a word of warning: when you meet Mad Maggie, it's polite to bend forward and extend your right leg out and twirl it around behind you.
Wait, what?
Just a
At
heads
this
up.
At this point, I don't believe them.
Yeah.
You can
Actually,
roll.
I would counter. I've spent quite some time in the Feywild. I've wandered there for almost a decade. The customs of Fey may seem quite exotic and random, but there is a logic to them, and it's best to follow their strange customs, lest they become angry.
Even when they're told you by lying gnomes.
Oh, those are redcaps. They're just murderous little beasts.
Eleanor, you can roll me an insight check to see if you think that they're lying if you want.
Oh, I will. I don't know. I was not believing any of that.
Yay, first dice roll.
mean, he's been tricked and now he's annoyed.
My Gurdy's been hurdied.
Oh, 19. Good roll.
19. So yeah, you know that.
That was me.
I didn't roll anything. Sorry.
Okay.
What
I
was that
have
had to
no
roll?
trust now.
An insight check for me, please.
Inside check. Sorry.
I just tried putting my leg behind me whilst I was talking while sitting on a chair, and I think I pulled a muscle in the back of my leg.
Well, no,
Yeah,
yeah,
much
I
better.
totally got 19.
So
I got an
wonderful
eight. I got an 8.
yeah, very strong. You know that they're taking an absolute piss. However, Eleanor, you believe that they're telling the truth.
I'm going to have to do the bloody leg we're going on.
So yeah, they shout out that when you see Mad Maggie,
Gershon's saying nothing.
that's the customary greeting.
Right,
Understood.
right.
Thank you.
I want to do it too because I want to see if they're telling the truth or not. And it's even worse than Eleanor's, so I think they're telling the truth. Once the little bleeders are telling the truth, I think.
Got this.
Well, I think but before
I
we go
agree
in
with
here, I'd want to understand what's our new friend really, what's our new friend really looking for here?
Antiquities.
Relics.
Any specific relics you're looking for?
Relic. Requisition.
Well, it has come to my understanding that there is an amulet within. I believe it is one of the four artifacts of Eleanor, and if I assemble all 4 of them, it may reveal the map to my homeland.
Oh. Do you have any of the others?
Oh no. I started with the easy one.
Oh, starting with the amulet.
This is the easy one.
Starting with the easy one in hell.
And where is your homeland from?
I'm from far in the peaks by the. I don't know. You see. Well, I got lost in a blizzard. It's how I ended up in the Feywild, and ever since I quite the skilled amateur cartographer to try and navigate again, but I really have no idea where I'm from. I know there was a lot of snow, lots and lots of snow, and lots of folk like me, and we had to hide from everybody because so it's a hidden remote village somewhere in the snow somewhere.
That makes perfect sense. So as long as you get these 4 relics, then you can head back to this place.
Well, no, they will then reveal the location of the map, which I will need to find, which will then hopefully lead me on a long, exciting adventure homeward.
Love adventures. Okay.
Did I hear that one of the relics was with me?
No, it's just a similar name, I believe.
Yeah.
Valinor?
Ah.
You are the.
That was not planned. If that's the case.
Do not mistake him for a god or anything.
So as you sort of walk in through these 2 large iron doors that have now been opened for you, you notice that the rampart is littered with trash and mechanical parts, some put together that resemble vehicles. Ramshackled structures built from the same junk as their outer walls provide shelter within. A platoon of small fey creatures mill about, all looking like feral gnomes. Several of them sport tall red caps, some of which drip with vile ichor. A pair of kenkus examine one of the strange vehicles, chattering to each other in high-pitched squawks, and these kenkus carry an assortment of strange tools. The other thing that you see is a large, floating green skull that is just wandering around the camp as well. As you sort of walk through, the 2 kenkus spot you, and they turn and stare in wonder. One of the kenkus waves in your direction, as if telling you to remain where you are. What a deal! Patience is a virtue. Can't keep the boss waiting. And he runs off into one of the trash structures. Moments later, he returns, leading a tall creature wearing a long, tattered, shift-coloured. It's got mud and blood and mould and worse. The hag that wears these clothes, her eyes seem to move independently of each other as she sort of approaches you. Her straggly brown hair hangs in front of her face. Resting on each of her shoulders are red-eyed ravens that scrutinise you all. Behind her, a hulking great creature built of desperately fiendish parts trudges, moaning and hopping as it walks. Then both of the hag's eyes focus keenly on you as a group, and then land on Lulu specifically. "My goodness," the hag croaks, spittle dribbling from her mouth. "Where did you find such a treasure?"
Sorry, was that directed as a group, not one person?
That was to you lot as a group. Yeah.
Oh, I think we're just waiting for one person.
Wait, they have an elephant?
They have a little flying elephant, yeah.
Yeah, she's been flying a little bit behind us.
Yeah, just big enough to carry Jack.
Yeah.
It's our Lulu nightlight.
Right.
Well, he technically didn't find her; she found us.
Very interesting. Very
And
interesting.
she's not our property. She's her own thing.
Nor is she up for grabs.
This
She's
is
definitely
Lulu.
staying with us.
We could sell her to you.
No,
we can't sell her
Cork,
to
no
you.
Cork,
No,
Cork.
Cork.
Ignore Cork.
Yeah.
He speaks backwards. When he says
Yeah.
things like "we'll sell it to you," it really means you're not getting her.
Yes,
Jack
yes,
jabs Cork with his pipe.
And is this your lovely establishment?
Oh,
Yes. Yes, it is.
What is your name?
My name is, they call me Mad Maggie.
With that, instantly, I don't know. I'll take a step forward, puts one leg out, one behind, and moves it around.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wukong
Jack
doesn't, even though he believed the gnome. Wukong doesn't bow to anyone, so he just wouldn't do it anyway.
And she...
Jack.
I join him in the greeting.
What does Jack do, sorry?
Oh, sorry. It's all right. Jack will do the same thing, just from a performance perspective, and
Make
and
him roll a
just,
performance check.
You know, bow. I also bow very deeply and say, looking lovely this evening, madame.
And she'll look at the three of you that aren't bowing and be like, "Red caps, eh?"
Yeah.
I don't know. Regains his himself and just kind of looks away.
Pesky little blighters, but they're quite fun to have around.
tugs on his shield. Kind of avoids the conversation.
What does the shield say in this moment?
The shield isn't talking to anyone right now.
Even if it was, he wouldn't be saying. He's like...
No. The shield's as upset as I don't know.
The shield would just whisper, "Bloody idiot."
Shut up. You could have warned me.
Yeah, so Mad Maggie, she turns to you and looks at Lulu and says, I sense that there are some memories hidden within this small creature that I might be able to help extract. If you would like to give me some time just to prepare a spell, I'm more than willing to do
this
so.
elephant forgot?
Yes.
That's counter to everything Cork has ever learned about elephants.
I would say
This is
repressed,
special.
maybe. Or forgot, yes.
What effects would this spell have on our companion?
A freeing effect, should we say?
Do we believe her?
You can roll me another insight check if you
Roll
want.
you another terrible insight
Yeah,
check.
roll me another terrible insight check.
Oh, God.
I'd like to as well if I can,
Yep.
because Jack is very
Oh-ho!
weary of this.
22.
Nice.
Nice. So yeah, you can tell that she's actually being honest and sincere.
Eh?
21 for me.
That you know from previous interactions with Lulu that she's forgotten a lot of her memories, and when you first met her, she said that but half of the stuff she said was, I remember this, but I can't remember how I got there, or I remember this happening, but I don't remember where it was, and things like that. So you know that there's lots of blank spots within her memory. and you can tell that this night hag has got a genuine interest in like finding out about those memories as well.
What's in it for you? I mean, don't get me wrong. I definitely appreciate the efforts to bring the memories back out. But why you're so interested in the memories?
I know that this elephant once belonged to Zariel, and I just take an interest in her. It's almost like a fan, almost. I would say.
You're a fan of her?
Yeah.
Zariel.
Friends, I believe this hag may look foul on the outside, but her heart's in the right place.
Zariel was the thing that condemned Elturel to hell, by the way. Just remembering that, pointing in the far distance. It was just like, that big floating continent thing over there.
Do we all look to the middle distance?
But you can help with memories. Could you help our new friend here with his memories of his home?
I'm sure we might get a 2-for-1 type offer deal thing going on.
What is the payment you require?
I do this for my own personal interests, nothing more.
Okay.
It seems to be worth something to you then.
If Lulu doesn't mind, I guess it's up to Lulu, isn't it? I mean, she could speak for herself.
Is this why you're here? You're trying to open the memories of your elephant, Lulu?
No, this is what's called a side quest.
So this is all you're trying to get into this heavily guarded fortress just to find out what your elephant could remember?
Yes.
Oh.
Partially, but yes.
Mechanically speaking, yes, this is just one long escort mission.
Jesus, Cork, that was a big word.
I say I don't trust. As I said, I spent quite some time in the Feywild. I do not trust hags.
I do not believe she means any harm to Lulu, but I do share your caution.
Joe, you said she's got 2 ravens on her shoulders?
She does, yes.
Has she also got that massive thing with the...
She does, yes.
Yeah.
That sort of lummoxing mound of bits.
Yeah,
What
it's
is
giving
that
me a human
thing
centipede
coming
vibe.
out of its mouth?
It's a tube
Yeah,
that wraps around its stomach and goes into its stomach.
I was really hoping no one was going to ask that because that's grossing me out.
What's going around?
It really is disgusting.
Sorry, Nate,
Okay.
you was going to ask a question as well?
Yeah, go on.
I want to quietly cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Sort of surreptitiously, and then squawk to the ravens.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
Go on, do it. How do ravens sound? Come on.
Right.
Good.
Unfortunately,
That's fabulous.
the spell
Love it.
has no effect on them.
Maybe they're not real, or they're not actually ravens. They might be something else.
Are they a part of her?
By the looks of that picture, they
So
might
there's
be.
Yeah, I was going to say.
They
Yeah.
just have they just don't even respond. It's
No,
speaking raven.
they are not an animal.
Ooh.
So you would assume that they would be something other than a raven.
Can
In the
I
raven
can I
form.
use can I try a nature check to try and figure out what the heck they are?
Yeah, definitely.
Just give us demon to me.
A 21.
So
Good bar.
you'd be able to tell that these are 2 imps that are taking the forms of ravens, sitting on her shoulders.
Are imps not minor demons?
They are, yes.
Oh,
So
Actually,
just a heads up, those aren't ravens. They're
what? What?
imps.
Is that like the one that scared you earlier? She asks Wukong.
No, it's like the one you sold part of your soul to. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Adana steps in front of Wukong, knowing his relationship with demon-type creatures.
Yeah. Well, oh no, actually, as Raoul said that they're demons to us.
Morale.
Morale.
I think Morale just did tell us, yeah.
Morale. Yeah, I love it. It's good.
Actually, I think what Morale said was
Morale. You're setting off my cat. Stop it. I've got my hand against the wall, and he's on the other side of it, and he's literally clawing because he can hear it.
So Mad Maggie turns to you and says, "If you are up for this sort of ritual, then I can go and prepare the items needed for it. You're more than welcome to take your leave around Fort Knucklebone. I just be careful of the red caps. The mad caps are obviously, as the title says, pretty mad. So
Hold on, your title is mad too.
Yeah, but the mad caps they're really mad.
They're extra mad.
That's coming from Mad Maggie.
So are you angry mad or like crazy mad?
I mean, my eyes sort of. I think it's because of my eyes, and her eyes are sort of going.
An unfair title.
Yes.
Because of me eye.
Unless you are related to a chameleon, of course.
Jack definitely wants to dig deeper on why the hag wants to get the memories, because I mean he's at this point he's heard that the birds are imps. It just feels like she's trying to get the memories for some nefarious type of thing, right? Like he's just not buying it.
Yeah.
And frankly he's even worried that this whatever will extract these memories could actually harm Lulu.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to lose his ride.
Josh,
that's one reason.
Does Jack share that with the group, that concern?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll kind of turn and talk to the group and definitely share that concern. And then I'll also say to the group, regardless if we go down this path, possibly there could be a wager here. I mean, our friend is looking for this amulet. Would this hag know where the amulet is? And maybe we could use this as a bargaining tool. It doesn't mean we have to actually do it, but it seems she needs time to prepare this.
Good idea, Jack.
Maybe we can poke around and see what we can find while she's preparing things.
Okay. So she's starting to I guess turn around. Jack will kind of catch her attention.
Mm-hmm.
What? One second.
Yes.
As you're preparing this, I would like to understand maybe a little bit more about what you might do with these memories.
As I say, I'm just interested in the story of Zariel, and to understand these memories a bit better would give me more insight into Zariel and who she was. And as a fan of someone, you want to understand as much as you can about them.
Simply lore then. Simply lore. Or there's nothing else that you would like to do with these memories, and maybe a little bit for yourself.
No, not at all. Just better understanding, I suppose.
So as a lover of lore, do you have an extensive library here and the like?
No, not really. This place isn't really a sort of typical library sort of place.
So where are you gathering all this information about your this Zariel that you're such a fan of?
In my brain hole.
I don't know. Can I get an insight or so? I'm not. Jack's just not buying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like insight into brainhole, please.
Yeah. I want insight into brainhole check.
How did the hold get there?
It's a 12.
As far as you can tell, yeah, she's being totally honest with you.
Okay. Well, then I'll mention the amulet. Have you seen an amulet?
An amulet?
I believe it's like a compass of sorts.
I believe it's is it a green one, my friend, or a?
Looks like a bit of a compass.
I mean,
compass.
Your best bet is to check with people like the red caps. They've always got some sort of stuff on them, random things in their pockets. They pass stuff to each other all the time, and if anyone's got something that you're probably looking for, it's probably them
But you've never seen an amulet. Looks like a
No,
compass.
not myself.
All right, and Jack's just sort of like looking her up and down, like trying to see if maybe he can see
That's a
anything.
lot to take in.
Yeah. Okay.
Jack, I agree that I think there's more to this than she's letting on, but I think for the continuation of our quest, we do need to get those memories back. So I think we have no other choice but to go through with it, but keep our guard about us.
Would you feel comfortable if some of us were to accompany her during this process?
Well, she won't have a choice, Helena. I think, Lulu is part of the family now.
She'll say back to you all, yes, you will all be required to partake in the aiding of this process. So don't you worry. I'm gonna go away now and prepare the items needed. And she sort of wanders back into her hut and shuts the door. And the two ravens sit on top of this sort of shack that's been made as well.
Joe, can I try and talk to Lulu? My Speak with Animals is up for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, Lulu can speak telepathically to everyone. So, yeah.
Lulu's awesome.
Yeah, she's like,
The commitment is really appreciated. Though.
hello, new friend.
So they already so your friend speaks.
She talks telepathically to people. Yeah.
So do you want to ask her if she wants to go through with this? Perhaps consent,
she'll say to you that yeah, I mean, it's anything to help my friends. Talking to friends, a new friend Elizabeth has just followed. Thank you.
Thank you.
She says, yes, anything to help my friends. I mean, my memories are scattered, and to be able to regain them would be great. Of great help to everybody here, I'm sure. And yeah, I'm willing to do my part if needs be.
We will make sure no harm comes to you, Lulu.
Thank you, friends.
And have you ever seen a greenish amulet that looks like a bit of a compass?
I have not, unfortunately.
Also, you just told me your memory is terrible, so...
Yeah.
Hey, she's got a selective short-term memory loss.
Yeah,
that's right.
It could be a gift.
It could be a gift.
Okay.
Ask a few of the red caps around if they have seen this compass amulet.
Wandering around the sort of grounds, there's around 40 to 50 red caps just milling about all over the place. As I said, there's a large green skull that's floating about. There's the ravens and also that large creature that we don't want to talk about, its mouth tube.
No, I'm good. Never
Just
seen
call
that
it the
thing.
human centipede or something.
Oh.
Would you guys mind too much if Eleanor kind of takes himself off and walks on the ramparts for a while, and getting like an idea of the area while you guys look around and talk to all the red hats? I'm guessing it's not like an aggressive place, so. Mask of the group.
It's probably as long as we don't start anything, isn't it?
Don't start any crap.
Take the cues from the DM.
What I was getting at was it would give me a position of height of everything, so I'm kind of wondering that if everyone would be in eyesight while I was up there.
All right, Hawkeye.
No one asked you where I'm getting my ideas from.
I mean, I'm fine with it. I mean,
arrows.
yeah, Jack's fine with it if Eleanor wants to
strategically
wander around.
So now we have Hawkeye and Kung Fu Elvis. Fabulous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but stay in visual range, my friend. Stay in visual range.
I won't go far.
How tall are the ramparts here?
It's a good question. I don't know.
Well,
I'll find out.
Gnome's huge.
Yeah, to gnome's massive.
Yeah.
I'll find out.
4'2".
Yeah.
Yeah, but to us, they're like here.
We could see over them on the way in.
No, I mean they are very tall. I think they're like wide and spiky is the main sort of attraction. It says a 20-foot high, 20-foot wide wall.
Ooh. So they're big.
Yeah.
If Al does want to go up high, we could always point and say, "Yeah, if you want to go up high and talk to the floating skull, that'd be really cool."
And looks up.
You already talked to a shield, so
maybe the shield can talk to the floating skull.
oh, maybe.
Oh, I'm liking your thing.
That's an idea. I like the way you think.
Maybe the
If
shield.
it comes to a fight, you can throw the shield like Captain America or something like that.
Who?
Captain Avernus.
Who's that? And is he part of the Flaming Fist?
Yeah.
Mr. Jack, you seem to have quite a way with words. Do you think you could help me interview these the red caps? I don't quite have your knack.
Absolutely. Is there anything that we can see that would be like a kind of a main establishment? You mentioned in the beginning when we came in there was someone who kind of scurried off into an area.
The Kenku.
Yes, those are the two Kenkus that basically called for Mad Maggie to come. The Kenkus are currently fixing a large machine. The Red Caps don't really have any sort of area that they're congregating in. They all just seem to be milling about. There's 4 or 5 of them that are following that large creature about and are doing a weird sort of jig next to it.
Oh, that sounds like Jack's kind of people that they're
Jack's kind of
dancing.
people.
They sound like they're on the wind up to me.
But other than that, they don't really have any sort of an area where they're sort of congregating.
Let's talk to the Kenku. They're quite the
Kenku.
scavengers. Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't know how to it off, but you're in eyesight. 2 success.
Okay. So I guess we'll go over and talk to the Kenku.
Yeah. So as you get nearer to the Kenku, you can hear them working on this machine. You can just hear repeated like banging sounds of like metal, and you just hear one of them just squawking, being like, "This bloody thing's not," and you just dong dong dong, as it just hits this thing more and more.
Oh, looks like you fine fowls could use some help. Oh wait, no, Jack, you talk.
Pardon, friends! Kind of tries to yell over all the banging.
One of the Kenkus sort of pops his head up and is like, if you're gonna come help. If you're not, can you just bugger off?
What is it they are banging?
Yeah, what is this machine?
It's a large. It looks to be a vehicle of some sort. I can show you an image of it if you wish. One moment.
It's a Humvee.
There we go.
Nice.
Oh God, it's Jason the World Warriors.
Yeah, basically.
That's awesome.
We
Now,
need that.
yeah, that's awesome. Now I am proficient.
Jack, you can hotwire that, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I am
Jack, get in
proficient in land vehicles. So would I be able to somewhat help and/or appear that I am trying to help them?
Yep. Yeah. So you can, as I said, they're like, if you're gonna come help, come help. And if you want to do me a.
That thing is so
check
cool.
we're gonna do.
Your bot is so awesome. I want one.
Can the audience do that as well?
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
show it to them. If you can
Okay,
do me either an Arcana or investigation check for me, please.
Can I aid him?
Yeah.
No.
Roll it with advantage. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do an investigation. And you said it with advantage. I'm at 80. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, look over.
Oh man. That'd be with my jack of all trades because it doesn't look like it got added. So that'd be a 21.
Nice. So yeah, you spend the next sort of 10 minutes or so investigating the inner workings of this vehicle, and you notice that this cog, which has got a sort of glowing demonic symbol on the inside of it, seems to almost be misaligned and isn't sort of turning quite right.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a compass though.
It doesn't. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll notice that, and looks like this part here is not perfectly aligned, and I'll just go ahead and reach in and grab it and try to like.
They go no,
kind of-
no, don't do that. And one of the sort of Kenkus picks up this jar, and inside it's got this weird sort of liquid that almost seems to like move by itself, and it sort of writhes in color as and they pour a small amount of it onto this cog and then just hit it with this sort of piece of metal, and then it slots back into place.
Just hit it until it works.
Yeah.
Wow.
Put the demon goo on it and then hit it.
Yeah. And then it'll work.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll strike up a conversation as I'm still trying to like help and find different things that are a problem. And well, it looks like anytime we run into an issue, we just pour a little of your goo there on it, huh? Is that how it works?
Yeah. I mean that stuff's demon ichor. It's
demon ichor.
Very strong stuff.
What purposes, what properties does it have?
I wouldn't get any on you, put it that way. It has varying different outcomes, shall we say. You know?
Would you be willing to part with any? I pull out an empty glass vial.
Just has that
Yeah.
on hand,
Oh man.
waiting.
Roll me a persuasion check, please.
Persuasion.
Jack's not going to use any of this in his next brew. That's for sure.
Nice. So
Nice.
what did you get
Oh
for
my
the
God,
audience?
nice.
You got a 26. So.
Very nice.
Yeah, so they're like, yeah, we can spare a small amount, and they just pour like a small bit into your vial. Your vials.
Have that.
I'll be careful with that, friend.
I mean, you can the madcaps, they've got it sort of dripping off their hats. That's why they're all a bit mad.
I pop it into one of my many little. I've got all these little things with vials and the like. I pop it right in there. File that for later.
It's a bit like lead lining, isn't it? In top
We're all a
hats.
bit mad down here.
Yeah.
Can you tell us anything about Maggie? She seems like an
Lovely lady.
An interesting, lovely lady.
Oh yeah, I mean
anything about her?
she's nice enough. She allows us to work on her infernal war machines, which is what this is, and you know, we enjoy just fixing stuff. That's what we enjoy doing, and yeah.
And you all stay here under your own intention.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
she would let you leave if you wanted
Well,
to leave.
If I wanted to, yeah, but you know, it's as good here as it is anywhere else down here. You know, and she's a they call her a warlord, but you know, she as much as anyone else is in this area, you know, to keep, you know, evil doers outside. That's what you got to be titled as round here.
So she's looking to keep evildoers in hell outside this area.
Yeah, I mean, evil's obviously, you know, a bit of a strange concept down here. but you know, there's varying levels of nastiness, I suppose.
Various degrees of evil.
Okay, so I guess Jack's starting to get a little bit of a better sense then for maybe what Maggie's starting to do. At least I'm
How
starting
does
to
she?
feel.
How does she treat you? Is she a fair warlord?
Yeah. I mean, she pays us for fixing her machines, feeds us. You know, we don't really.
What sort of currency do you use down here?
Soul coins.
Right.
Huh.
Soul coins sound wonderful. What a wonderful currency that is.
I don't like the sound of it.
How would you like to pay for this chocolate bar? I'll just take the soul from my little finger, please.
Yeah, and this food that she provides, does it also taste like shit?
I mean, everything tastes pretty crap down here, mate. There's only one place where food doesn't taste like crap.
And where would that be?
There's a restaurant.
Ooh.
So Jack's like super surprised at this point. Like, but whereabouts would this restaurant be?
Oh, you're asking now, aren't you?
It's in the section Joe hasn't read
You
yet.
threw it out
No,
there.
I know. I literally, as soon as you said it, I knew it was gonna come up. I've got a menu thanks to Beadle and
I'm ready to know
Grimm's.
every item on their menu and their full backstory.
No, they've actually given you a menu handout. Which I'll
Oh,
fucking-
yes.
Nothing new, Al. We're just investigating hellacious restaurants.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah,
Is that
so
going to be a handout? Please tell me that's going to
yeah,
be a
yeah.
handout.
So the Beadle and Grimm Silver Edition has got the handout for the menu for the Avernus restaurant. They've
So
also, side note, got like for the red caps. I love this. They've got like a whole list of all the different crazy stuff that the red caps can say.
Should have revealed that so much later.
Yeah, I know.
I've literally just wrote down there is a restaurant where food does not taste like shit.
Yes, I don't know off the top of my head.
What?
Is the honest answer. I'll find out for you. I can't remember the name of it, if I'm honest.
That's all right.
You guys make sure you pocket all that food, yeah?
All right. Well, I mean, meta style then. Like Jack will continue to sort of want to know more about this restaurant and where it's located. So
Yeah,
We
we'll
can
just
get
say that
that.
they haven't been there.
yeah.
At this point, would you say that they're still in kind of sight or range of, I don't know, would you say they've gone out of range by now?
Yeah, so up on the 2 towers by the guard tower, you'd be able to see them wherever they're walking around the sort of area itself. But there are up there a number of red caps as well. And as you sort of climb up to one of the guard towers, one of the red caps next to you is like, "You alright? What are you doing up here?"
I thought I'd come and get a better look at the surrounding area.
Fair enough. You want to be my friend?
Yes, if you stop telling me to do things like bow down and wiggle my back leg, we can be good friends, yes.
All right. As a sign of my friendship and to apologise for making you look a fool to Mad Maggie, here's a token of my friendship, and he hands you, or he hands out a finger.
So is the finger detached from his
Yes,
body?
it's
or
just a
is
finger.
it just... So it's not like a whole pull my finger
Chris,
cut type
you're
situation?
muted, I think. No, it's literally just like he's holding a finger out to you.
Adenar reaches out and kind of like...
It,
Thanks.
is it one of his fingers?
No, it's not. You...
Check your
I will
fingers,
pocket
Al.
it.
Check your hands. Yeah.
You gain key
You
quest
sneaky
item.
buggers.
You gain key
Yeah,
quest
get a
item, finger.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, like it's a present from me to you.
That is very kind. Adenar looks in his pockets to kind of return the favour, and he finds some kind of scrambled paper from God knows when, and just says, "This is the paper for you." This just hands him paper, equally as a thoughtful gift as a finger.
And
Books, hand-drawn map. No.
Adenar looks around. That's a good idea.
and the red cap bends down and sticks out his back leg, wiggles it around as he accepts the bit of paper from you.
Sake. Adenar just kind of like,
What is that
shakes his head.
about?
He shakes his head. Thank you. Just because I wasn't here, has anyone found this amulet yet?
I've been searching around, but they were doing other stuff, so I figured I'd ask around while they were having fun with the demon grinder.
Yep.
In that case, with my new friend, I ask him, "Have you?" No, now we're friends, of course, and my finger and your paper of
Yep.
awesomeness. Have you seen any compass-shaped relic around here?
Compass relics. What sort of size is it? How big? How big are we talking?
I'd say compass size.
Oh, all right.
Small to me, slightly larger to you. About like kind of handout shape. I would
Understandable.
expect
Small
it to be.
hands, big
Yeah,
hands.
of course. You know,
Like a
yes.
finger, lots of fingers.
Yes, yeah, I have one of them. Yes.
No.
Oh. Fine. Adenar's not one to talk for too long, so he accepts the no, and he just kind of slowly tips his back and kind of sets his shield. Keep an eye on him behind me, please, because I'm assuming the shield can kind of like see. I don't know this yet.
The shield sort of whispers back to you. It's probably advisable
Thank you. And with that, Eleanor just looks out at the guys doing what they're doing and just kind of tries to forget the whole situation that's happened. But here's a finger. So
Nice.
that was well
So,
worth my
Virishon and Rao, I believe you two are sort of off walking around as well as a group. Is that right?
I think Rao was with Jack.
I was with Jack.
Yeah,
I
with
was
Jack.
fixing the
Infernal War Machine.
The
Right.
demon grinder.
We have
Yeah.
really split the party.
You have, yes.
Yeah.
We have very much split the party.
I assumed that.
I can see you. I can see you.
I assumed
Yeah, I mean,
the other
we're
three of
all,
us
we're
were
all
just
pretty
looking
much
on.
in visual range.
Yes.
Right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's
You're
like
not
a-
like completely split, but you're off sort of almost in little pocket groups and stuff. Yeah. So is it the other three of you? Are you wandering around as a group as well?
Well, I was
or-
going to say, is there anything in this place that kind of looks like a shop?
There is not. No, not.
No, so it's not like a normal sort of town environment.
You don't
type
have
thing.
the required currency anyway.
I was going to pickpocket you. No, I'd never do that. Far too honourable.
This is already done.
To everyone's faces, anyway. Yeah, so if there's nothing like... I was just thinking, because if there was like a shop environment or something like a trading place, you know, that might be a place to ask about the amulet. But if there's not, does anybody else have anything they wish to do?
No, I was just going to ask some of the ones that were around if they've seen an amulet about, you know, yay size or that looks like a compass. You said it was green?
Yeah.
So yeah, you walk up to a group of red caps that all seem to be sort of milling about. One seems to be carrying a little sort of almost like a briefcase, but not quite.
Do I recognize? Oh
He's
wait,
a
no,
businessman.
Yeah, the business.
Is it the lawyer?
I have the cutest image in my head right now.
Yeah.
Some like acidic
business red cap
Yeah.
is ready for business.
The briefcase falls open, just a bunch of papers with numbers and stuff fall out.
Tax lawyer. Tax
And
lawyer.
graphs and charts.
Don't tell my husband I said that.
And
Just
as
when
you're
we
sort of
resurrect.
as you're walking up to them, one of them sort of like beckons you over.
Is that all of us?
Virishon, let's say. And as you get nearer, he kicks you in the shin and runs off.
Oh! What was that for?
And like some of the other red caps just start falling around in laughter, whereas the one that's got the sort of case, he runs up and is like, "Don't worry, I'll help. I'm the medic around here, so I can help if you want."
Did that actually hurt?
That's yeah. I'd say it's like a bit of a
Did I
great.
actually
HP.
take any
You
damage
take
from that?
1 damage.
Cute little kick.
So he's basically comes up to you and says, I can help if you want, and he opens up his briefcase, and inside there's like a sponge and like a towel, etc.
Some bandages.
Yeah.
Where are we? It's like, what is this place?
This is
Joking on
great.
myself now.
He's clearly never been to the Feywild. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
Nothing makes
Never
sense.
been.
Why did he kick me?
He's a madcap, and they're all just. He probably thought it'd be funny. His mates thought it was funny. I don't. I'm not like them. I don't think it's funny doing things like that to people.
And he's a red cap.
Yes.
Okay. And you're a healer here?
Yeah, something like that.
I get the feeling he hasn't got his medical license.
Yeah.
Something's giving it away.
He has got a
Maybe
magic
I
sponge
can
though.
treat myself
He's got his
with their
briefcase.
tooth.
If
Cork will run over and be like, Cork
Maybe
knows
I
a bit
can
about
help
this, and he'd
her.
pull out a ball of soap. And be like, you have to clean wound first. Clean wound, and then just...
Oh.
If the
do
heavy
me,
help
Not bad, you're making it worse.
Vershon, do me a medicine check for me, please.
Do medicine check on soap.
If I fail this, it's going to be very sad. Medicine. 14.
So yeah, you can tell that there is no medicinal properties whatsoever with inside this box. And the guy probably found this box itself and has just been wandering around pretending to be a medic.
Oh no! Now she's gonna have to teach him. Oh god! You gave her a project. Why would you do this? She found a friend, and she's gonna start teaching him about actual medicine. And with her own wound, showing him how to properly care.
And the next 8 episodes of Badgers into Avernus is Virashon teaching an idiot about medicine.
How to do medicine.
Thing is, this is our new hometown. We're gonna like expand.
Yeah. This is home base. Go forward. So
But while she's doing that, she's gonna covertly kind of just ask about the compass thing, if he's seen anything like that.
I've seen like he'll sort of say that yeah, I've seen some of these red caps passing something around. If it's your compass, I don't know, but they're definitely they sort of hand things over to each other every so often.
You know who had it last?
I don't. They think I'm an odd one because I like to be nice.
Oh.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh.
Oh.
Feel so bad for her.
NPC red cap coming in.
Yeah. Now, careful. The last guy that we got attached to got.
That's true.
I know.
He got killed.
the innocent little colouring. No, be careful.
Joe, how do you feel like playing a red cap medic for the next 8 sections?
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, so if we
Demon puppy.
So should we just go around assaulting red caps until one of them drops this amulet then?
Well, definitely back at the shop. I'd want to check in and see if there's anything more that Jack can learn about, like, you know, the folks that are working on these was it the demon grinder? Like,
yep.
Do they have any info on the amulet either?
So they'll tell you they don't really interact with the red caps whatsoever. They try and sort of steer clear of their ways and their insanity, and they're literally there to just fix these infernal war machines. They try to keep themselves sort of separate from the rest of the ongoings in the area.
Okay. Yeah. How many of these war machines do you have here?
There's in working order. There's a couple. This one's broken. We're sort of slowly trying to fix it. And still needs quite a lot of work doing to it. But there are a couple that are in working order. And there's obviously quite a few out. With Mad Maggie basically sells them to other warlords in the local area.
Oh, okay. So they're you get them damaged.
Yeah.
And then you fix them, and then you resell them.
Yeah.
Oh. And you said there's like 2 to 3 of them that are in working order in this camp.
There are 2 that they'll tell you about. Yeah.
Okay, and I obviously can see the demon grinder. That's the one we're working on. But what's the other one look like? Is it within close proximity?
No. So they'll tell you that it's currently in a sort of holding shed area that they park them in.
Okay, and how about? I'm just curious about these. I've never seen one before. How about do you operate it?
So this one, for instance, takes 1 driver and a couple of people, one on the wrecking ball and one on the gun, and it runs on soul coins, and if you want to make it go faster, you can just top it up with a little bit of the ichor, and it will give it a bit of a boost. But you don't want to do that too much, otherwise, it'll grind all the gears down, and you'll have the same problem that you gladly helped us with a minute ago.
Excellent. So this one here will hold 3 to 4. How many people does the other cart hold?
So that one that you're on there at the minute will hold up to 6 individuals.
Oh, the Demon Grinder will hold 6. Okay.
Yeah. Most of them you can fit a number of people on, and what they will tell you is that the other warlords in the area, they'll have people like hanging off the side of them and like all sorts of craziness going on, and they'll put their own like modifications on. So even once they've sold them, the people out there will have started like modifying them themselves to fit how they want them. Think of it almost very Mad Max-esque.
Yeah. I definitely want.
We're talking.
Yeah, I want the Demon Grinder. We gotta get this thing.
So they'll let you know that the Demon Grinder itself is not in any working order.
Oh, okay, but the other one maybe is.
But yeah, so they'll say, if you speak to Mad Maggie, she might be willing to sell you or lend you one of the other ones if she sees fit.
Perfect. Well, thank you. I think that we've done our duty here in helping you repair the Demon Grinder that you have. It's a lovely vehicle. Friend, is there anything else that you'd like to know about, or should we be on our way?
I don't have any more for these ones. I'm anxious to find that amulet, but I was trying to conserve my resources, but I have some magical means I could put to use to try and track it down. If we had any idea how long that crazy Maggie was going to be preparing, I could do it now, perhaps. Did she indicate how long she was going to be until she was prepared?
No.
All right. Well, all right. I'm going to. I pull out a small, finely carved forked stick. And I'm going to cast Locate Object.
Okay.
Nice.
Searching for green compass amulet of Valinor.
Okay.
Wait, is this my amulet? Can I just?
Turns out it's around your neck.
Yeah. Turns out it's like he's itching. It's like, what is
my
this?
amulet's Just start scratching my neck and my amulet's glowing.
So yeah, you what would you say happens when you can spot an item that you have? Would you say it glows?
My forked stick will point to it.
Yeah, so it points towards one of the red caps that's sort of milling about in the sort of far distance. Maybe one that's near Varashon.
Who has been progressively going through all of the red caps that are around her to try to figure out which one has it.
Wukong's just watching her do this, going, what is she doing?
Real team player right there.
All right, Jack, work your do your thing. It's that one over there with the weird nose whiskers.
I'm sorry.
They call them nose whiskers, right?
That is correct. Yes.
Yeah, nose whiskers. The one with the nose whiskers.
The one with the nose whiskers. That's the one who has the amulet.
According to my stick.
Okay. So Jack will walk over. Hello. How are you doing today?
All right, you?
Oh, doing as good as one could do in hell.
Fair.
Is there any chance that you might have some form of an amulet?
Amulet. Amulets.
It looks something like a compass.
Yeah, could you be a bit more specific?
Looks very similar to a compass, and I believe it has a little bit of a green tone to it. Maybe you wear it around your neck. Maybe you put it in your pocket.
The green-toned one. Right.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you a riddle, and then if you can get the riddle, I'll tell you if I've got it. How's that sound?
I do love riddles.
All right, cool.
So we can riddle.
Yeah. So
Riddle me this.
what's got
Riddle
big
or red
sharp
cap?
teeth, long legs and pointy claws, and beady red eyes?
I think he's going to say your mum, isn't he, or something like that.
Everything again.
That's the
Oh,
riddle.
And he goes, do you know what? I don't know either, but it sounds bloody scary, doesn't it?
That was a good one. That was more of a joke than a riddle. I see you're a jokester, and I like that.
Yeah, well, you gotta have fun.
I will riddle you this, sir.
All right.
What do you call a fish with no eye?
I think that's a right.
Oh, you are indeed from the Feywild.
Dad jokes. I love it. Nice one, Matt.
I mean,
I'm
is
here for
there
it.
is there anything that Jack can see just from looking?
Yeah,
You know,
I would say
see,
from looking at his pocket, he has got one pocket that is relatively larger than the other. It looks like he has definitely got something in it.
Is my little divining rod point right to his bulging pocket?
Well,
getting Bilbo vibes here. I've riddled the last riddle.
Right.
What's in my pocket?
Yeah.
My precious.
Well, it looks like you've got something there in your pocket. What's in your pocket?
You're just happy to see me?
There's this, and he puts his hand into his pocket, and as he reaches out, he goes.
So he's not missing a finger then?
Right.
No.
Well, at least you know whose finger it isn't.
On that note, we are going to go for a half-time break. So,
All right.
Wow.
thank you guys. Stay tuned, everybody that's watching. We will be back in 5 minutes to talk with Nate some more about Dwarven Forge and whatnot. So yeah,
We've got to minutely recover from this, however.
and the giveaway as well. Come back for the giveaway. So yeah.
Yeah, great.
So thank you. Take care.
In a minute.
everybody. I'm George.
And I'm Bob. We're the Shipping Goblins from Beetle and Grimm's. Today, we're going to talk about the amazing Map Vault Collection. And with the Map Vault Collection, you get a bunch of gorgeous two-sided maps, all scaled for standard minis.
Yeah, get yours now for the Map Vault Collection from Beetle and Grimm, and all the players at your table will be revved up and hyper because the only thing they'll be able to say is...
Yeah, go ahead and do it. Zoinks! Yeah, do it again.
Zoinks!
Hello?
Who do you think you are?
Yes, Mr. Lillard.
You're just some color.
Yes, sir.
You can't just go off and use my
It's your
voice like
thing.
that. I have rights.
Completely. We just thought...
Wait.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take this right to
yes,
the Beetle. Hey, Grimm.
Thank you, sir.
What happened?
Matthew Lillard watches our show!
Welcome to Dwarven Forge. This is everything you need to know about our terrain in 60 seconds. Ready? Let's go. We hand sculpt our pieces for maximum detail and artistry, infusing passion into every millimeter of our work. Everything is available beautifully hand painted so you can start playing right away. Or you can choose unpainted to paint everything yourself. Our pieces are completely modular so you can use the same sets to create a new adventure every time. Most pieces have embedded anchor magnets that affix to our terrain trays for secure building, and for revealing rooms as your players discover them. We create everything out of Dwarvenite, our top secret PVC formula that's nearly indestructible. We pack our pieces with as many features as possible, such as swappable LEDs to quickly change the look of your scene. We offer magnetic accessories to add flavor or increase the danger. A 1-inch tactical grid is sculpted into our floors, hidden in dungeon flagstones, natural rocks, or sticks and plants. In addition to sculpted pieces, we make terrain trays to use as a vibrant graphic base for your build. We offer a range of environments, including dungeons, caverns, cities, castles, sewers, forests, mountains, streets, burrows, ice, and hellscape. And that's just the beginning. We have a passionate fan base who can tell you all about it. And that's everything you need to know about Dwarven Forge in 60 seconds.
Hello, and we're back. Thank you for sticking with us during the break. And
we appreciate you.
Yeah, we do. I saw we got a couple of follows whilst we were on the break as well, so big thanks to everyone.
Cheers,
same for everyone else that I didn't manage to call out whilst we were playing, so big thank you to everybody that followed as well.
It's been a game of annoying goblins, so bear with us on that one. Yes. Trying to keep our cool.
Yes, and I'm trying to keep my cool, so I lost the hood.
So we are kindly joined by Nate from Dwarven Forge today. So yeah, big thank you for joining us as we play today. It's been good fun having you. So
yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
always a pleasure to get to play some D&D.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Could you give us a little? I know people have probably just seen the sort of 1 minute of Dwarven Forge, but could you just give people maybe a sort of brief explanation of what you guys do?
We're a small creative studio located in Brooklyn, New York, and we handcraft modular gaming terrain. We're a bunch of geeky artists who make the toys that we wished we had when we were 15. Now we just want them now at this age. But you know, we it's unbelievable, right? We could just get to essentially spend all our time making hand sculpting these. We try and make the best, the coolest, or at least most artistic terrain out there, and then run a Kickstarter. We usually use one big Kickstarter every year. And use that to fuel the next year, whatever. And we have, we're lucky enough that we have a whole bunch of unbelievable fans that show up every year and buy it and say, hey, we want to make this dream. Yes, it's crazy. Go build the thing, do it, go. And they just sort of like soul coins. They're just like shoveling it in. And
but let's hope they're not.
We go full tilt down that path and make us up, and then try and figure out what the next thing is. Nice. And it's really it's pretty amazing. It's, you know what it is, it's amazing that we're in this era where you can do this. There is a living, you can make a living as a full-blown art nerd, like that. Making toys for D&D is actually a thing you can do, or making, writing for your game systems, or creating dice or whatever. There's like the fact that there's a market, like at this point, that can sustain it. Unbelievable.
I think
it's good times.
I think that comes from the fact that almost what you touched on, in that we were 15-year-old nerds that wanted all this stuff, and now those 15-year-old nerds have got jobs, and
there's lawyers and doctors, and
and they've got the money
now
to
we
pay for those
buy
things.
all that stuff.
And a lot of those nerds have kids, and they want to pass it on, so they want to have cool stuff to give their kids.
They want to use the kids an excuse to buy it.
Some of them.
But
I can't tell you how often that happens, right? They'll be like, somebody wants to buy stuff and they're trying to convince their partner, and they're like, well, it's kid friendly, so bonding time, family, it's like, is the excuse, because you're just looking for the excuse to buy toys.
And then you get it, and you're like, don't touch it.
No, what makes one of the many things that makes our stuff special is we cast in Dwarvenite, which is nearly indestructible. It's our own super dense PVC thing, so it's not resin, it's not the super fragile ABS. Like you can drop the stuff on the floor and kick it. Like at conventions, we do the demo where people will be like, hey, what are you doing, whatever, and we show them the stuff, and I just throw it onto the concrete floor and like stomp on it and have them kick it around and say, look, it's indestructible. Although at one, it was back in the olden days when there were conventions, like you gather as a person.
Oh God.
Ye olden times.
The before times.
The world was black and white, and we could do these things. It was
before times.
We had this unbelievable, this crazy awesome mini. Wait, I have them around here somewhere. I don't know. The Apex Primordial. Oh, this guy, yeah. So we have this guy who's like
behind the curtain.
Huge. Awesome.
That's
big
so
beast.
much.
Someone was doing a thing. I was like, you know what? This stuff's indestructible. Take it. Throw it on the floor. Like he's like, I can't. This is a work of art. It's amazing. I'm like, no, throw it on the floor. Do it. He's like, but I'm afraid. I'm like, just throw it as hard as you can. And he threw it down, and it broke in half. It's cast. It's a complicated piece, so it's cast in a couple of pieces. So it's cast in several pieces and glued together. It's like all our stuff comes pre-assembled, but it was glued together. So he threw it, and it broke at that glued point where it was just like a little super glue popped back together. But then his face, he was like, oh my god, I just destroyed the like.
It's so strong.
No, that's where it's meant to break.
Dug it back together.
You know how it almost didn't break.
He's like, you sure this is true?
I was going to say we have a giveaway to do as well. So did you want to pick a word that people can put in chat, and then I'll roll a dice and we can pick a winner.
Definitely Demon Grinder, one word, because we need to get the Demon Grinder.
Yeah, so do exclamation mark Demon Grinder in chat, and we'll pick a winner in a short while.
We'll give you a $100 Dwarven Forge gift certificate, so you can get some terrain or get more terrain if you already have some.
I was looking at your terrain.
Can I be that guy? Can players play?
Yeah. Jump in as well, guys.
Can I be that guy? Thanks.
Yeah, jump in. The other thing as well, I was looking at your modular scenery with, and I was like, even for games like Warhammer, like because I play a lot of Warhammer, it would be amazing for that.
Like that?
Well, at the end of the day, it's just storytelling tools, and maybe the story in Warhammer is just like, but like still you have to have a couple of things to break line of sight on your way to smash. And you can do that in front of it. We actually started reconfiguring a bunch of our sets to be more war game friendly. Like generally, a lot of our stuff has baked in floor tiles, whatever, to do full tactical grid RPG style, but we're gonna have it. They'll be landing shortly. We've just did a whole bunch of new reconfig sets that are basically buildings and castle towers, whatever, that have no floors, whatever. So you can just literally get that, drop it on your big 4 foot by 4 foot table, and go to town.
Nice.
Because it's I mean, cool scenery works for anything. Like you don't need to be. It's not game specific. Although we do take great pains to hide an organic 1-inch grid in stuff, right? So the dungeon floors are easy because you can just do tiles, but like the cavern floors, it's like making the natural stones form these like 1-inch squares, and like the forest.
That's really clever, actually.
Like, oh, this is a better piece. Like forest, modular trees, so you can pop them off the combat. But so like the forest floor, I don't know how much light I'm in moody lighting mode for.
Moody light.
Yes.
Right, so there's 1-inch squares sculpted with the roots,
that is nice.
the grass and the sticks. Remember, that's a you want a hard side quest. That's like a But you don't need that for Warhammer. You can just slap down.
Okay, so ! Demon Grinder in chat.
Demon Grinder.
Keep pouring it in, guys, so that I can try and pick a winner shortly.
Are we allowed to enter this one, Joe? Did you say?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh my god, I'm.
I will say, you're slacking, man.
I actually was looking for a really good place.
I mean, I'd like to enter, but I think it would be a bit like, oh look, I won.
And I noticed I found the Dawnforge a while ago, and it's got literally everything. It's insane.
Yeah,
Like,
we're
how do you
working on
come
it.
up-
We don't have sand.
No, but you've got this intricate setting, and then you've got just like a hut, a random hut just sitting there. And it's like you can literally build upon build upon build and just make these massive scale.
Yeah, I mean,
really good.
Forests, mountains, sewers, rivers, swamps, cities, dungeons, caverns, temples. Like we have hell, our glowing hell lava stuff was fun.
What's my
The
favorite?
lava looks cool.
The hell, huh?
I mean, every month you build a different setup, don't you, as well, and put it on.
I do. Yeah, we do a build of the month each month with showing what you could do with taking 4 or 5 sets and build a thing, and then we shoot a fun story.
Have you ever thought of the whole subscribe to a magazine and each week you get this one part of
Oh god,
and then build your
You're not. People ask like, hey, could you do a mystery box or a subscription thing or whatever? The challenge is it's a multifold challenge. One is people have different needs, right? Some people love dungeons, some people hate cities, some people want this, some people have a bunch of stuff already, some people don't, some people it's really hard to give everybody something that would be useful to them. And then also it's expensive, and it's not satisfying to get a box with 3 rocks, right? You want a mountain. You want enough that is you can do something with. So at that point it's are people gonna give you $300 a month for a blind subscription box that may they who knows what they're gonna get, and they're I don't know, it's especially with such a wide range. Maybe they hate ice and they get ice caverns, and why did I get this? Or they're really hoping for lava and they get the Forsaken Temple instead, and they're no, this is I feel like you have to really want the things that we have. I feel like everybody's got different taste and different styles and whatever, so I feel like you really have to select the things that you want because it's a fun catalog to poke through.
Sounds like a very big catalog to poke through too.
So we've got a question in chat. How do you decide? How do you decide what makes the cut for a Kickstarter set?
That is a good question. So generally, our rules for Kickstarter, for our internal rules, are we want to make something that's self-contained, right? So you don't have to have anything to buy into the Kickstarter, because we have, as a very small company, it's really hard with with cash flow and everything. It's hard to keep all of our stuff in stock. So the only time we can actually guarantee stock is Kickstarter, and the only time, because doing production runs, our production runs are very small. Our restock runs are very small. So we can't restock a lot of things. But in a Kickstarter, when we have the volume, we have everybody's we're doing it all at once, and the economy of scale going for us. We can do a big run so everybody can get kind of everything they want. So everything needs to be self-contained, so anybody can just pop in. This is your chance to hop in and get it. So whatever we're doing has to be self-contained, and then generally we want it to be as modular as possible, as versatile as possible, and useful in high multiples. And then we have we have some rough kind of internal limits on how many pieces we want to do, which we always break. But then
you get too many people
artists
ordering
and
a Kickstarter.
Yeah, well, because you don't know how well you're gonna go and whatever. So you keep going. You just want to keep throwing soul coins into the. But mostly it's just sort of what's gonna be cool. Like you get all the bread and butter stuff out. You start building things. You're like, oh, we need this, we need this, we need this, and then some of it's luck and some of it's just what you happen to do, and some of it is what people are begging for. Like the awesome thing about Kickstarter is it's like a month-long live focus group, right? Where we have all these, we have our dedicated customers are there and they're like, listen, we are ready to throw thousands of dollars at this. What do you like? We need this, we need this, we need, you know, people start yelling at what they want. So you're like, okay, you can change course during a Kickstarter. You can add a thing, you can swap out thing, whatever. Of course, the challenge is a lot of times the things that people are saying doesn't always match up with what they actually do. Everybody's like, yeah, we need, we need to buy this, we need to buy this, and then they get to the pledge manager a month later and nobody buys it. It's like, well, where are all these,
Talking of which, someone's just shouted out in chat, have you thought about an outer space setting?
Yes, so
things like Starfinder, Alien, etc. would be.
We in the last I don't know what it was, the last 30 minutes of our last Kickstarter, August, whatever, it was in the middle of the pandemic. It was crazy. We were about $250,000 shy of so I started making some wild promises that I'm like, if we can break $4 million, that's where the Dying the Mohawk came in, all these things. And so we're just like throwing out promises of like, if we can do this, we're gonna do this. And I promised, I was like, oh, we'll do a sci-fi set if we can break 4 million. And we broke 4 million. It was just something like, literally, it was like a crazy pledge drive to the thing. So we have we're doing our sci-fi symposium at the very beginning of June to figure out what we're gonna do. It's gonna be one small sort of self-contained set, but it's a whole nother, we're gonna sort of see what happens there and then scheme for what the next thing is. The problem is we're a very small team. We've got, what do we have, 15 people in our Brooklyn office and like another 5 satellite people or something. And so our dreams and our ambitions are a lot bigger than what we can actually do. Like it literally takes a solid year or more to get everything together for one Kickstarter. So like we want to do, there's 7 things we want to do and we can only do. Reality is it's probably going to take us a couple of years to get there. But yeah, sci-fi is like, dude, there's so many
things that you can do with it and stuff. So we do
LEDs and magnets and we can do lasers. There's so much, like literally we can put lasers in things.
That would be cool.
We can have programmable.
We have sharks with lasers on their heads.
Well, let's not get crazy.
I've rolled the dice and we do have a winner. So it is actually Disco. I can't remember how you pronounce it. Disco 8X.
It's a skull. Isn't it? Yeah. 8 and X is a skull.
Disco skull.
Fix, by the way. That's fix.
That's how the dice came out. I rolled it in Roll20. You can see it.
Yeah.
Well, congrats.
So yeah,
awesome.
Don't need your details because we've already got them. So
yeah, it might just get lost in the post.
Yeah. So big thank you, and we will carry on.
Yes, nice one.
So where we left off, Jack had just been given the finger by a little red cap. Alinar had also been given a finger, but in a totally different way by a red cap. Not in that way.
When he does that, can I reach over and take the thing out of his pocket?
Yeah. So as he's sort of doing so, you can sort of try and if you do a sleight.
What's this?
If you do a sleight of hand for me.
Oh, I have no sleight of hand. Are you kidding me? I'm a thief. I'm not trying to be sneaky. Let's see, sleight of hand.
Oh shit. Be good.
14.
Nice. So yeah, you managed to just take it out of his pocket whilst he's like busy, like taunting Jack.
I can't believe he pulled that off.
I can't believe I pulled that off either.
All right, so she's got the amulet then.
Yep. Yeah. So,
Okay, so-
in her hand is the amulet that Morale was
Right.
looking for.
I'll toss her the whip.
Jack could just look at her and wink.
Kong's just laughing. He's just laughing at the whole situation.
And whilst this is all sort of going on, Mad Maggie once more walks towards you, alongside her sort of creature that sort of walks with this odd sort of gait. And she says,
"It's not the centipede creature, is it?"
"Yes, it is."
Oh god.
And she says, "Yes, the ritual's ready. If you'd all like to accompany me."
Of course.
I guess we proceed
we're
then.
ready.
And while we're accompanying them, I can't even. I will go to Raoul and be like, "Is this what you were looking for?" Once we're out of sight of the red cap that I just stole it from.
My askew ear actually pops up straight for just a moment. Why, yes, my lady, that does indeed see. You are a relic requisitioner. That is. How did you do that?
No idea.
I will trade you this fresh bottle of demon ichor for it.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Don't
One
drink
drop
it.
before bed. Don't drink it. It's, that was an attempt of humor.
No, it doesn't look very drinkable.
Don't drink.
Bear in mind, demon ichor is what fuels the bloody vehicle. I would not drink it. It's effectively petrol.
You can drink petrol. I wouldn't attempt it, but you can.
Yeah. Actually,
I do breathe fire.
technically, the demon ichor is more like nitros.
You can drink poison. You can only
Because
drink it
the
once,
petrol
though.
is the soul coins. There we go.
So we do a nice little swap. I take the demon ichor.
We
And Raoul gets...
It's Raoul.
So, morale. You've only got 3 to go now then. Is that correct?
Well, unless you need any aid with your endeavors, I feel like I owe it to you, at the very least, and maybe stick around for another 90 minutes.
No, I meant... no, I actually said you're now still looking for 3 more.
Oh, well, yeah.
So I believe you said there was 4. There was 4, yeah?
Yes, indeed.
Amulets, yes.
Right.
But you do not believe the rest are here.
I have to do some of my rituals to try and track down the next. Yes.
I believe we'll take you up on your offer of help, seeing as we've now helped you.
And Mad Maggie will be like, "Yeah, many hands and all that."
She hasn't got more than 2, is she?
She doesn't.
Right. So let's restore some memories and then be doing what else we need to do.
So Mad Maggie takes you to an
What's the
area
secret?
at the back of the fort, and it's a large sort of open, flat space, and she starts to draw this large fiendish circle on the ground, and she arranges a number of comfortable-looking black cushions in the center of it. And she turns to Lulu and says, "My dear, please come and rest on these cushions," which the Holophant does with what looks to be a bit of trepidation. Maggie then places 2 skulls on opposite edges of the circle and says, "I'm sure my sisters won't care if I pick their brains about this problem." And she says it with a wry sort of smile. "Please, everybody, enter into the circle and join hands. Close your eyes, and if you open them or exit the circle, the ritual will need to start again, so please don't. You'll all be joined by a telepathic bond once we begin, so no odd thoughts."
Oh.
And
Good luck. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah.
The thoughts
right.
will be all over the place. I
Yeah.
see it already.
Yeah, I know. So as you each sort of hold each other's hand, you get this sense of the sort of telepathicness running through all of you, and also Mad Maggie, and you feel connected to Lulu in the center of the circle as well. Although your eyes are still closed, you see a brilliant flash of light, and then a rainbow appears in your vision out of the darkness. A tingling sensation sweeps over all of your bodies, and within your mind you see Lulu's first dream unfold. Mad Maggie isn't in the dreamscape with you, however, but you can hear the hag's disembodied voice whenever she speaks. And so...
It's not creepy in the slightest.
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
So as the sort of rich, radiant light of 100 dancing rainbows slowly dissolves, warm sunlight fills the area. Within that space, Lulu flies lazily through a lush meadow at the shoulder of a beautiful blindfolded angel. As the pair stroll through the tall green grass, the voice of the hag fills your mind. Push through this vision. It only represents what Lulu wishes were true. We need to see more and go deeper. Can you each make me a DC 10 intelligence saving throw, please?
Inception.
Intelligence.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Inception. Yes. Yeah,
go
yeah.
deeper.
Yes, basically.
17.
You said intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw, yes.
Okay.
Oh, that was very nearly a 7 up for me. Nearly.
I failed.
What'd you say the DC was?
10.
Okay.
With my -1 to the intelligence save, I got an 8.
Okay, and we don't have Eleanor, so we will press on. But
I heard he failed.
The only one that... Yeah, I heard he failed as well. So, you, however, Cork, you feel a sharp pain in your head as the dreamscape fades, as you take 13 points of psychic damage.
Ooh. Ouch.
Oh, got a headache.
If only I still had that ring.
Well, you still got the temporary hit points, right?
Yeah, they're gone now.
Not anymore.
They're gone now.
A loving chat, Cork, try not to think.
Yeah.
Think on happy. Homer Simpson, think on sexy thoughts. Think on sexy thoughts.
So yeah, as this sort of dream sequence fades, a flame-encircled battlefield appears on a barren hellscape. At the centre of the circle, Lulu and the angel lie unconscious and prone, horribly injured. You see yourselves standing in defence of Lulu and the angel, facing outwards as 6 small, spine-covered devils creep closer. In the distance, a formation of battered and retreating human warriors disappear through a portal. The devils, hisses the hag. You must defeat the devils. And then a moment later, you all stand in front of one of these sort of small demon-like creatures with your swords raised or your weapons raised, ready to dispatch them if you wish to do so. It's up to yourselves whether you get the feeling whether you've got the option of if you want to dispatch this sort of demonic creature that's standing in front of you or not.
Well, Wukong wouldn't hesitate. He would have probably done it as soon as he got that feeling that he could.
Cork being in the situation would just be like, sword, devil, okay.
How about the rest of you? How would you what would your character feel in the moment? Would they get the urge to drive their sword forwards or to hesitate for a moment? Or what would be your...
Go for a headshot.
Yeah, and this demon is, I mean, it's endangering Lulu and the angel, correct?
Yes, that is correct. Yes.
Yeah, Jack would definitely stand in some form of defense. I don't know that it would be an attack, but he would definitely take a defensive stance.
Nice.
So are
Trying
you?
to protect Lulu.
Yeah, like kind of positioning himself like between sort of the, you know, the threat and the ones that are, you know, that are on the ground, I guess.
Cool. Yeah, so as you each dispatch the demon that's in front of you, the sort of image fades once more, but the demons themselves turn into this black sludge that seems to sort of seep across the floor and covers your feet around you. And it begins to envelop your feet, gripping you tightly and overwhelming you with a horrible sense of loss. And you hear Mad Maggie's disembodied voice once more. Don't let the sludge consume you. You must push through her defences. She must look. And can each of you roll me a either strength, athletics, or acrobatics check, please, of a DC 15.
Woo!
Brilliant. I've got the best probably acrobatics out of all of us, and I've failed.
I get advantage on
Fuck's sake.
athletic checks.
Nice.
I got a 12.
Oh, you said it was 15?
It is, yes.
Cork got this.
Okay, so for those that passed, you managed to pull your legs straight out of this black sludgy goop, but the rest of you the ones that have failed, you see it sort of climbing up your legs. It's now sitting around your knees, and the feeling of like despair as it climbs up your legs is just growing incrementally.
Who did it get?
Can we pull them out?
So we have got people
me.
that failed is Wukong, we have Jack, and that's it. So it's just you two. So what you can do is, if you can make me another check, but with advantage for the other individuals trying to help
I was going to
pull you
say I
out.
would try and
help
pass a rope over to probably Jack.
help
Since height.
Okay.
ever. As you do so, in the feeling of loss, you each take
am I
22
supposed to-
points of psychic damage.
Who's taking 22 points of psychic damage?
Everybody or just the
No,
two?
just the two that failed.
How many
Okay.
temporary hit points did we have, Josh? Sorry.
You had 10 from
10.
my leadership. Yeah. But,
So that's
but Joe, you didn't want us to do like another. You said do another advantage check on the.
Yep, do another check, either athletics or acrobatics, but with advantage.
So 23.
Nice.
Yeah,
Do I
I,
still
got,
take all
I
that
rolled
damage?
that beforehand, got a 20.
You still take that damage. Yep. But
Okay, and it says
you
22.
are now
Yeah.
free from that. And yeah, as you sort of pull yourselves out from this this sludge, the sort of dreamscape rolls back. The sort of sludge itself almost pulls apart, and you see below you Lulu resting on a black cushion at the centre of an inky void. She's unconscious and alone, a beam of bright white light shining down upon her like a spotlight. Next to Lulu is a large gleaming brass spyglass. It rests atop an ornate carved tripod. Lulu awakens and looks peacefully around her. Seeing the spyglass, she approaches it, and pressing one eye against the eyepiece, she then steps back suddenly, eyes wide open, mouth also wide open, her face alight with excitement. She cries out, "The sword! The sword! I know where it is!" And as she says that, the dreamscape ends, and you all awake, still holding hands in a nice circle, staring at each other. And Lulu sort of lights up, and she can sort of barely control her joy. You can see her looking ecstatic almost.
So is she like extra bright?
Yeah. However, you look over at Mad Maggie, and she's also sort of oozing contentment. But you can tell this is probably more from the agony and the pure suffering of the levels that you had to go through to get to your conclusion.
Hags.
Cork will open his eyes, be like, "Oh, that hurts." That was
Yes, me
weird.
too.
Everyone gather round.
And so
Everyone who's hurt, anyway.
yeah.
Oh, thank you.
And
I
whilst you're doing that,
will
Lulu will sort of turn to your friends. I know where we need to go. It's a place called Haram's Hill. It's on the other side of the River Styx. There, I think we will find the sword.
Okay, Lulu, just give us a minute. We need to take some paracetamol.
Oh, mate, I actually do.
So I mean,
Take
some
two
baseball for
paracetamol
everyone.
in the
Getting
morning.
too.
Jeff and Joe are not feeling particularly well today.
Yeah. In case you didn't hear my sexy voice.
Sexy
Yay,
friend voice.
Rona!
I can find the spell on my sheet somewhere.
Varishon dishing out the hit points, dishing them out.
Mhm.
In this camp, Joe, have we determined if, during our look around, did we determine if there was a place for us to rest after our long walk?
There's no place for us.
Fighting it the entire time.
In here, you wouldn't notice anywhere in particular to rest. Also, you would assume from your previous interactions with the Red Caps that they will probably try to figure out some way to dick you over whilst you are long resting.
Fair. Okay, so
it's not that they will do anything horrible to you. They'll like tie your shoelaces together, or like yeah.
Don't you dare touch Cork's feathers. So, we'll ask, what sword? What?
The sword of Zariel.
Oh, good. We want to go get the sword of a demon. Why?
Wasn't it the sword of an angel though? First, something.
Now demon.
Hmm.
Yes, yeah. We need to go find it.
So, if they don't have the sword now that they are a demon, maybe getting the sword to them might redeem them.
For your memories, the when you spoke to Grand Duke Older Ravengard, he had a vision when he was wearing the Torm of Helm sight that said that he required that it would be an item that is required to free Elturel.
Cork didn't remember that for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll ask Lulu how far away the Haram's Hill is from where we're at.
It's not far, my friends. And so for all of the players, I'm pinging where you guys are currently, and then Haram's Hill is sort of just over the River Styx, up on a hill. Yeah.
You throw that out casually, just over the River Styx.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a little hop and a skip.
Friends, does anyone need rejuvenation? Have these healing spirits sufficiently healed everyone, or do you need more?
Oh, probably need a bit more. But...
It's not just 10 because it goes. That's why I put it in the roll 20 thing so you can see. It goes for.
Oh, is this the one that you have to walk in and out of, and it just keeps healing you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a jippy one. You literally just walk in and out of it.
Oh, what? That sounds janky.
I'm not gonna lie. At this point, I don't know. I've done nothing but gain health this whole campaign. I'm just like a glowing god at this point.
So we can just keep going in and out and just heal.
I was going to say, does that mean we can literally just keep walking in and out until we're at max hit points?
No, because it only does it a certain amount of time. They nerfed it in later update. Yeah.
So what's...
one plus your skill.
Yeah, so my spellcasting ability modifier is 3, so it's 4 times. So I have to roll 2d6 4 times.
So you don't even need to walk in and out of it. You just walk in and stand there because it says.
Oh, right.
Until the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit space for the first time, or starts its turn there, you can cause the spirits to restore X amount of hit points. So everybody just stands in the circle and gets full.
So
hit points
basically, if you just want to call it 10.
Yeah. 10
So
per,
10
per
times
round.
4 times,
Yeah.
so 40 hit points.
Oh, it does put me on max then. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Basically, everybody's max.
Nice one.
That is nice.
Well done, Variation. Very
Yes, that one I saved to cast at a higher level so that I could heal people a little
good.
better.
Good save.
And now let's have a long rest and refresh that move.
We can't. I did ask. We can't long rest here.
Unfortunately not.
No.
But
Quite impressive. You could.
I do have something to help find a place to rest.
Not a berry, is it?
No, it's not a shitty berry.
Hey, I didn't call it that.
I have an extra one I can give to Mrowl.
Well, I'm actually on Mrowl, lady. It's Mrowl. You were quite close.
Mrowl.
You know, after if we traveled together for quite some time, perhaps you could learn to speak to Baxi as well. You've got a knack of sorts.
And Mad Maggie looking very sort of pleased with herself that she's also found out some information about Zariel that she might not have previously known. Turns to you all and says, "So, I'm willing to offer you a gift for the information that you've allowed me to obtain, and it's one of my vehicles."
Oh, that'll come in handy.
I've got a choice of 2. Neither of them are quite ready just yet. They'll be ready in around 40 minutes or so.
A takeaway.
It's an awfully long takeaway. It's a to-go order, but it's a large to-go order.
Yeah. Jack will definitely let her know that we've already seen the Demon Grinder, so there's an interest there on what's the second one.
The Demon Grinder itself is it's under repair, shall we say? I can let you know what the other 2 are though, if you wish to.
Just gonna know they're gonna be like a minivan. Compared to the Demon Grinder.
I am now super hungry now.
Ooh, nice, the Tormentor.
So yeah, we've got the Devil's Ride and the Tormentor, which I'll also show to the audience.
Do we know how many people each one carries, or is that?
Each one will be able to fit the same number of individuals. What I'll say is that you can tell by looking at them that one is more built for speed, which is the Devil's Ride.
Yeah.
That one looks to be almost like a motocross bike type effort, but much bigger and bulkier.
The other one looks more like a tank.
The other one looks like Matilda from.
I'm feeling like the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robot Wars.
The Devil's Ride literally has a guy walking away from it. So how great!
Yeah.
He's like, no, that was not what.
I also like the other one because I completely misread it as the Terminator.
We just got a vehicle name, guys. Terminator.
The Terminator.
Yeah,
Terminator.
So that one has sort of scooping claws itself. The Devil's Ride, however, you can do more sort of tricks on, like jumps and power slides.
We're not so much about the tricks.
Dangerous.
Yeah. So
do an ollie in hell.
You play it safe in hell.
Yeah. It's like I said, we need the minivan version, not the speedster version.
The airbags.
Yeah. Has it got a kiddie seat for Jack? No offense, Jack.
Ouch.
So yeah, Devil's Ride is a 2-wheeled infernal war machine that handles like a motorcycle. Has spiked wheels, a screaming engine, and a cow-shaped, vaguely like a grinning devil's visage, and horns.
Comes with a cow.
Terminate.
A cow.
The cow.
Devil cow.
You just get in it, and whenever you go, it got
squirts milk at the enemies.
Chat gave us another name that is Terminator.
Hey.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Nate's stamp on the campaign for
Yeah,
life.
for life.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
The Terminator.
You'll never forget me.
Nice.
But yeah, so we've got to wait a bit for that one to be ready.
Yeah, and the Demon Grinder itself is a bulky armoured coach that rumbles loudly as it crushes obstacles and enemies in its path with the help of a swinging wrecking ball. Iron jaws are mounted on the front of the vehicle, which handles like a garbage truck.
Yeah.
But that one's not that one's far from working, right? The demon grinder.
Yes.
We can't
It's
actually
a
get the
Tormentor.
demon grinder.
My bad.
Yeah, you read that the wrong one.
Oh, there you go. The
I
Tormentor,
really just want to say
however,
we come in like a wrecking ball.
the Tormentor
Sounds awesome,
handles
yeah.
like a dune buggy and is designed for raiding and scouting. Bladed iron wheels drive the vehicle forwards.
So it's still going to be quite fast then, I guess, but it's not as fast as the other one.
Yeah.
It sounds sexy.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking the Tormentor.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like it's going to offer more protection, but we're definitely going to get less dexterity with it, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No string bridges for us. It's can be excellent.
We're less likely to kill ourselves in it.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh,
That appeals to me.
One of the vehicles.
And to kill one in
She
it.
is only allowing for you to take one, unfortunately, yes.
And there's nothing we can do to get that other one functional, right?
No.
Oh, that's sad.
The demon grinder
currently.
would have been a
I do
All right.
do see one slight problem here. Are we going to have any soul coins to actually power it?
She says that she'll also throw in 3 soul coins for your travels as well.
And
Is that a full tank?
yeah, I was going to say, how
three
many miles
full
to the soul
tanks.
coin?
How does
3 full
that-
tanks.
Yeah.
How many miles to a tank does it get?
I mean,
How
distance.
many miles to a coin?
Yeah. Distance in this place is variable, so.
That's 30 miles to the soul.
That's almost as bad as an electric car.
Depending on where you purchase the coins. Yeah.
But you know, if you go a little bit slower, you get more mileage out of it.
It's true. Yeah, it's
and
true.
then you've got to go in a higher gear. I mean, it's
Keep
all
it at
good.
55.
Does it come with cruise control?
We're clearly the right team to make the money last.
Yeah,
We'll take it.
Feather the gas and use up all the soul coin.
Don't accelerate too fast.
Cool.
Okay, I think Jackson announces interest in this one. So
Yeah, we'll take it. The Tormentor.
Yeah. So if you wanna take the Tormentor, she'll allow it. She says actually I'll have a word with Chucker and Clonk and see if they can make expedite the work on it and get it for you shortly.
much appreciated.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well,
making it clear.
Most kind of you, young lady.
that's right. Let's get Ratchet and Clank on this.
Oh no! Trademark IP infringement.
That could be a great game with many different options.
Cork's gonna walk away for a little bit. He's gonna go find that red cap that pretended he was a medic and be like, Cork's head hurt. Help him.
Yeah, sure, mate. And
Or
he
shouldn't be hurting anymore.
he opens. It goes magic
Cork wants
sponge.
second opinion.
Like magic sponge. And,
Magic sponge.
Rude. Cork's rude.
I just picture this medic licking the sponge and just putting it in your face.
Yeah. You assume it's probably
that
been
kind of
like
medic?
dunked in a
Right.
puddle somewhere just to get it moist and just like
Oh. And you don't want to know what that puddle was made of.
yeah, could be any one of the things.
Oh, very shine. I mean, you taught the guy,
Never.
so.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's stuck.
So yeah, you wait around for a bit, and then Mad Maggie comes back once more and says, "Yeah, your carriage awaits, I suppose, is the saying, right?" And
It is.
Chunker and Clonk roll out the Terminator, as you're calling it.
Terminator.
Yes.
Terminator.
Yeah. Well, Jack will look at turn to Maggie and ask, like, did you get everything you were looking for?
Yeah, I mean, I got what I was hoping for. Yeah, some further insights into Zariel and her plight.
And what would that be? Which piece of the beautiful dream that we went through did you like the best?
It was interesting to see who closed the portal when she was down and out.
Did we see that?
Yes.
What was that?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Let me
missed that.
read it for you.
Wine.
I mean, I
So
definitely appreciate
when
it.
the before you got the demons that you were going to stab, the where are we?
I know the human warriors ran through the portal.
Yes, that's correct.
We saw, I think it was Zariel
in the
and
distance,
Lulu.
in the distance, a formation of battered and retreating humanoid warriors disappear through a portal.
So they closed it.
Yeah, the devils. You must defeat those devils, is what she hisses.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Remember, Zariel led a charge into Hell, or into Avernus, which failed. So those are likely to be the retreating, especially if Lulu is Zariel's pet. So her memory would be of that time and space. So the retreating humanoid creatures would have been Zariel's remaining troops.
Yes.
As you're all sort of standing there, Mad Maggie goes, "Do you know what? One for the road," and she spins this coin and then just puts it in a slot, almost like you know, like on a kid's toy thing that you get on outside of like a shopping centre or whatever.
Oh my god!
And it's just like one of those, but the soul coin itself is large. It's huge. Where I've got one somewhere.
That is my soul.
How'd you get a soul coin?
Where's my soul coin?
Well, funny you
He
start
signed a
that. I
contract.
got it in my Beetle Grimm's box.
Hey.
My kids were messing about with it the other day.
Oh, Joe's head's gone.
Your head's gone, yes.
Back in 2 seconds.
He went for the soul coin.
Well, while he's looking for his soul coin,
My kids were met the other day.
He touched the echo.
What do
see
you
if
trade for the coin?
Brown?
He goes to find his. He goes to find his
anything
children.
else?
Can't find them in their bed. He just finds a soul coin. It's really weird.
Oh my god, that is giant.
Oh, it's huge. It's big
Oh my
then.
god.
Yeah.
What's that detail on it? Is it like a
It's got like a sort of symbol on it. Looks like a D or something along those lines.
What's that weigh? About a pound?
It's actually really weighty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard it.
Yeah.
Man.
Breaks
Even
the desk.
pulled a Lillard there. Just slam it down the desk.
Yeah.
Here, listen how loud it is. How heavy it is.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what his desk looks like.
I know. It's probably just
That
got
is
chips out of it all over the
It's
place.
got an imprint of a coin.
Yeah. So yeah, she puts a sort of soul coin in there for you. So you've got 3 plus 1 that she's kindly put into your vehicle, and as she does so, you hear the gears start to churn and sort of turn over, and this sort of wail comes out of the engine itself. It sounds almost like screams and sort of pain.
First thing I
It just
thought was a
runs on
whale.
pain.
Yeah.
Well, it runs
Well,
on
it is
tormenting
a
the souls.
soul coin.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right.
That sounds discreet.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
We're not stealthing in.
I don't know. It's got experience. I know, like other people in the party does as well with land vehicles. Is this something that we could drive, or is it like an automated thing that drives for you?
Yeah. So you would need for the Tormentor. It requires 1 driver, who, whilst driving, gets 3/4 cover, and a harpoon flinger, which grants half cover.
What's a harpoon flinger need to do?
Fling harpoons.
Yeah, you get to fling the harpoons. You get it's a ranged attack with harpoons. You get 10 harpoons with inside it as well.
Does range skill benefit the harpoon flinging ability?
No, it's just got its own stat block that I can give you guys. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't matter who'd man it. It would be the same. Okay.
Yeah, that's correct.
So it's not like strength or dex based.
No, it's got its own sort of stat block that you'd roll off of. Yeah.
In that case, shotgun.
Well, I don't know. I'd like to say Adonar's got his proficiency in land vehicles due to schematics he's seen while part of the Fleming Fist. So he's a driver but if you wanted to give it a go, Mr. Monk,
No, shotgun. I call the harpoon. Shotgun.
Oh, the harpoon.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Shotgun never means driver. Where'd you get that from?
Oh no, being a driver. I'm always in the shotgun.
I thought I'd leave you and Jack to argue amongst yourself who's going to drive it.
Well, Jack will see Eleanor kind of really just, mouth watering, almost kind of staring at that driver's seat, and just, look at him and say, "It's all yours."
After Eleanor's humiliation with the circle flailing bow, he appreciates the chance to regain his masculinity in the driver's seat.
All right, so you're driving, and Woo's on the harpoon. Okay, everybody else just kind of piles into a central area? Or?
Yep, yeah, so you've got the option to either climb on board inside, or to clamber on, holding on to one of the many spikes on the outside if you wish to do so.
Cork's clambering onto one of the many spikes. He's just going to be like...
Would you say, Cork, would you say there's like 2 seats in the front, or is it just a one-seated thing?
It is a seated vehicle. There is space for other people to probably sit around inside if needs be.
I'm only thinking Jack's small enough to take over if I die. So if Jack can kind of be close to where I am, that'd be great.
Yeah. I mean, I can position myself near the driver's seat, but although I should be inside, I am definitely riding outside, attached to a spike with the hurdy-gurdy, just rocking it the whole time as we're just going across.
We're Mad Maxing this. I love it.
Yeah, we are Mad Maxing this.
Even better.
So
Can Vanishon just poke her head up to like Periscope kind of?
Yep. Yeah.
That's
totally.
not your choice. That's your same position. Your head just sticks out the top of the.
I don't fit, so
I don't fit.
So
I definitely want to hang off a spike and somehow try and map. If anything's happening, I want to try and draw a map while doing
so. Yep.
Cork's gonna basically get some of the leftover kind of flayed goat skin that he had and just wrap it around his mouth.
Flayed goat skin?
Long story. But
in the green room afterwards, we'll go through it.
he has this.
It's in the law, of course.
So yeah, the gates open and you trundle out into the wastelands of Avernus towards Harem's Hill again. Eleanor, can you make me an investigation check, please?
No, I'm gonna see. I hope I can. Yeah. Did all that fuss. Oh, I'm proficient in that. Yeah.
Oh, nice roll. So, whilst you're sort of getting into the driver's seat itself, you look down at your feet and you notice that there are 2 additional bottles of the demon ichor that you saw previously. And yeah, you drive out through the gates themselves, and they shut behind you, and you drive off towards Harem's Hill, kicking up dust behind you.
I've pocketed the demon ichor, by the way.
Yeah. And you drive for quite a while, and who was it that was on the harpoon flinger in the end? Kong. So you're sort of facing backwards as the vehicle itself is driving forwards, and you notice a sort of dust cloud behind you in the distance coming towards you.
I'm going to hypothesize that we're being followed. So I shout down, because I assume I could turn my head round and shout down to the driver and the people inside and that. We're being followed.
And I
can't see by watch.
I can hear this, and so I can turn around and see what's behind us since I'm periscoping out the top.
Picture.
I can't hear anything. The hurdy-gurdy's too loud. I'm just screaming.
I love the idea.
Out front, just doing this.
I love the idea that the hurdy-gurdy.
It's just so loud.
It's louder than the engine.
Yeah. I'm
I
laughing,
can get Jack's
screaming.
attention.
Yeah, there's like fire blowing out of the bottom of it.
I've got some pretty good hearing, so can I try and speed up at that point, or am I already at, say, max speed?
I'd say that you are at the maximum speed that you're going at the moment.
Can I see? Can I make a survival check to see if it's a if I think it's like a natural, like a sandstorm versus like
definitely
kicking? Or let's see. Oh yeah, that's a 10.
It's a massive pile of dust in the distance.
Massive pile of dust.
That was what, nature?
Survival.
Survival. Yeah.
Oh, survival.
Joe, can I do some sort of check to tell whether they are gaining on us or if they're traveling
perception
at the same speed? Some sort of perception.
It's easy for you to say.
Right, Tasmanian.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Nice.
To your
It was a
knowledge.
2 for a second there.
That
was really
It rolled.
It was like the squeaky bottom time.
So yeah, on a 21, you can tell that this dust storm that's either man-made or naturally created is getting closer towards you.
I don't know. Can we make this thing go any faster?
Just looking at the map quickly, see if like.
I have a spyglass. Can I use that?
Yeah,
and
certainly.
try and like peer in, like see if there's anything in there. Like, is it a beast? Is it something?
Good idea.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice show.
So from looking through the spyglass, you see another infernal war machine in the distance. You can see a number of figures, either on board or sort of clutching onto the sides, but you can't quite work out what those figures are as of yet.
Is it look about as big as ours, or is it bigger?
It looks to be bigger than the one that you're in currently. Yes.
Determine greater.
Yeah.
Step on it out.
So,
It's
so
we got a
basically-
big one. We got a big. It's a vehicle with doesn't look like they're not friendly. And they're big.
I can't go any faster. I'm trying.
Demon hiker.
Yeah.
Faster.
Use the demon hiker. Do you not
Use the
recall?
nitro. Yeah.
Oh right, Mad Max. Sorry, yes, I picked. Sorry, I'm too far because I'm pushing the pedal down. Yeah.
Take one hand off the wheel and put.
Yeah.
I've got this. I found it called the demon Icker, and taking a suggestion that one of my I'm going to say loosely colleagues said in the green room, I chug a bit of it and I spit it in this.
Oh.
And I hope I'm
Okay.
Mad Max.
I'm sure you wanted to do that.
Nice.
And I'm going for it. I don't even. I'm just going for it. I'm going for it.
Can you make
I'm
me a
panicking.
Constitution saving throw, please?
Okay.
Yeah, because I've said it now.
How-
What do you think?
How far am I from the driver's seat?
It just
You're outside.
sounded too cool.
Is there a seatbelt on the chair that I'm on?
No.
Oh damn.
This is hell. There are no seatbelts in hell.
My character sheet.
This is exactly how this should be going.
I just thought they took health and safety seriously. That's a bad joke.
Health and safety.
Yeah.
Now my head hurts again. For real.
If you roll over a 5, then Joe has to dye the blonde strip pink. It was
got it,
it was blue, then green, and now it's kind of going a bit.
I got 11 on that. So.
You got an 11. All right, can you roll me a D100, please?
Oh my god.
What is
No!
this
Oh
about?
no.
This isn't going to be a
no.
you die. It's going to be you turn into
Oh
something.
my god. This
Jack.
is so
Wait,
You might need
is
to
he
grab
going to
that
turn
wheel.
into
Yeah.
a sheep?
Well, Jack has no idea. He's just like rocking out, like he's oblivious to everything.
Oh no.
You'll have an idea when
my
we
God.
start swerving.
Oh, it's only.
I'm
a
going to get
15.
Jack's
If
attention.
So yeah, as you sort of grab the
If
demon
it's-
ichor and you take a swig of it and spear into
I don't
the...
swallow any of it. At
No,
all.
no, no.
I'm that good.
But you spear
Jack.
down into the engine compartment
Out.
down by your feet. You
Yeah.
put the vase back down onto the floor, and as you look up at your hands, you see your nails start to sort of grow out and elongate,
Right.
and
Okay with
each of
that.
your fingers grows massive claws, which
So
you
I've got a spare finger.
can actually use as daggers. So,
Oh,
I am a
I thought it was going to be
dagger
something
ranger.
annoying, and it turns out to be
Now.
something quite cool.
some of them are.
I am an Edward Scissorhand Ranger right now.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is this gonna? Did this one affect any kind of like bow skill? Right? I'm not gonna.
I was gonna ask.
Yep.
It's gonna.
Suddenly
There's a
it's
reason
like,
you cut through the
okay.
fucking
Yeah.
nails, at least.
Yeah.
It's good. You want to try releasing a bowstring with fucking long, elongated
Right,
claws.
I've got a plan for that. I've got a
Can
plan
he
for that. It's
still-
already there.
Can he still hold the steering wheel?
Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to. You think that in hell they'd have probably designed it so that like
Claws.
creatures that have got claws would be able to hold steering wheels.
It's got claw holes.
We can always just use the palms of his hands, right? Like,
That's our ranged person taken out of the
No,
equation.
I'm not. I've got a plan. I'm fine.
As you spit the demon ichor into the engine block, you hear it, the wails increase, and the sort of screaming, screeching noises sort of fill the air even more. But the vehicle lurches backwards and then just shoots further forwards, and at an increased pace to what you was driving at previously. You can, however, in the distance hear the screams of other individuals on the air.
Does it look like they're still gaining on us?
It looks like they've sort of. You're now almost matching pace, as it were.
Right.
They've also drunk demon ichor.
I was about to say, Adenor shouts out, "They may have claws." Just heads up. They may have really big claws. As we take off and shoot.
Are we traveling in essentially a straight line?
Yeah, I'd say so.
They're basically straight behind us.
Yes. Yeah.
I've got a bag of caltrops and a bag of 1,000 ball bearings.
Ooh,
I'm pouring them off the back of this thing.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice. And if you take another sort of look through your spyglass just before you do so, now that they're slightly closer, you can actually see the individuals that are riding on this vehicle. It looks to be a large boar-like humanoid creature, alongside a number of others that look to be were-boars and were-rats. They all seem enraged and like almost mad and just yeah.
Oh, we are Mad Maxing this shit.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any strong feelings about lycanthropes? You might want to come terms with them because there's a pack of them going screaming.
It's like a fair shout.
Wukong, now's the time to fire.
Well, do I know
what's
the
the
range?
range?
Yeah, what's the range of this thing?
The range.
Are we
of it,
limited on ammunition? Or is it-
Yeah, we got 10, I think.
yes,
Joe said.
currently you have 10. It has a range of 120 foot. I would say that they're outside of 120 foot currently.
And
Are they within 600 feet?
Yes, I would say so.
is it? I know you said it was a harpoon, but is it more like a ballista? Because a harpoon would have like rope attached to the actual harpoon thing.
The way that I imagine it is almost like one of those, like you're on a sort of spinning chair type effort and you fire a sort of bolt.
Like a giant crossbow.
Yeah, like that bit in Game of Thrones where he's on the old...
Oh, yeah.
Spoiler, I haven't watched Game of Thrones yet.
Oh, come on.
Watch up to season 7 and then stop.
Watch it now. It's
Just watch season 7 and then
It's
stop.
been long enough.
All you need to know. It's over.
I think I might give it a miss now, to be honest.
Yeah, they've just announced the prequel. Hurry the
Joe, I want to start.
I'll watch that. There you go.
I want to open fire with my longbow. I have a sharpshooter, so I don't take a disadvantage at long range, so I can shoot him 600 feet.
Yep.
Regular. I'll just do
Nice.
Yeah,
as many.
just
Start
like...
firing as fast as I can.
Could you imagine this epic encounter is settled within one bow shot and he hits the driver?
Yeah, he hits the driver.
I'm aiming for the driver.
Damn right.
For sure. In
Suddenly,
fact,
it like goes slow motion, takes off, and
I'm going to use
lands on
my
its top.
walloping arrows.
Picturing that.
So if I hit him, I can knock him over.
Nice. Yeah, give it a shot.
Did Jack hear my yelling enough to stop playing?
Give it a shot,
How do
literally.
I roll on this thing?
I said that. You can't take credit for that. I said
Longbow.
Give it a shot.
22.
Nice. Yeah, that hits.
Can I take my second, my extra attack?
Yeah, why not?
23.
Nice.
And I'm going to use my, I will use my Dreadful Strikes and Favored Foe on him.
Hey, Al, this is really cool. We've got a ranger now.
That's mean.
I don't know. Jumps down real cool. And
Yeah, just sticks two staggered fingers up.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Just replies, "I'm busy" with these giant claws,
trying to steer.
I'm glad you've got a ranger. You've got a Scissorhand driving the fucking vehicle.
Yeah,
nice.
So total of 11 points of piercing damage and 2 points of psychic, 2 points from favored foe.
Nice. So yeah, you see these two arrows arc through the air and almost hit this wereboar straight in the chest, or as they both do.
And he's got to make a DC 10 strength save or be knocked prone by the walloping arrow while driving.
Nice. So he does 17 is. Does that pass?
It's a little higher than 10.
Yeah. So you just hear him from the distance. You hear this roar of this humanoid boar-like creature. It seems to only have riled him up even more.
I don't know. He hears the roar as if he knows it hit, and he kind of shouts to Jack, "Yeah, I think he is pretty good."
But as
past conversation at the start of the game.
Did you say that you was hanging off the side whilst you was trying to do this?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So as you sort of try to let loose these two arrows, you do notice that your footing begins to sort of slip as you do, and you start to make a tumble off the side of the Tormentor itself. And
can I dive back on? Can I grab it?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, is anybody close enough to him to like try to grab his?
Do I see this that I can try to grab him? Or like reach an arm out?
Yes.
I've been periscoping, so I'm like halfway out of the thing anyway.
Yep. So what would I require? It's probably from yourself maybe a dex check at disadvantage for the fact that you were trying to shoot and also trying to grab at the same time.
All right, straight dex check. We got how about a 11 and a 19, so an 11.
Yeah, so everybody else, you just see
I've got a plan.
Morale just basically sort of falls from the side of this infernal war machine, and as he sort of hits the dust, his this sort of puff of dirt flies up around him.
Can I take a bonus action?
Yes.
Cork will just quickly look behind and go, "Ha! Autobaxies are clumsy."
I swirl snowflakes all around me.
Ooh!
And a puff of smoke and misty.
Oh my god!
Oh man, he kills
misty
it.
step back onto the back of the thing and appear in a cloud of rainbow snowflakes. I told you I spent time in the Feywild. Little trick I picked up.
Oh man.
Smoke alarms go off in the distance.
That's amazing.
That was awesome.
That was well played. Nice.
Well done.
All right, and on that amazing note / bombshell, we will leave it there. So a big thank you to everybody that's tuned in. Big thank you to Nate as well. For joining us today. It was great fun. I've been looking forward to running this session for ages. So yeah,
It's been a session.
Big thank you to everybody that's tuned in and all of the people that have liked and followed our Twitch
thanks,
channel.
guys.
I've got flying around my head. Big thank you also to Beadle and Grim for their ongoing support with the channel. You can catch us tomorrow daytime UK at 1 p.m. where myself and 2 of my mates are going to be painting some Warhammer minis and just generally chatting nonsense and just dicking on each other.
You're not just painting, you're frantically painting for a tournament ahead.
We are frantically painting for a tournament.
It's more the case of like you've got to go full speed at this point.
How many models do you have to paint?
Now I've got 20 something models left to paint. So
how long?
September. But the stupid thing is, I personally have chosen a really easy army to paint, and I've made it ridiculously hard for myself by choosing 2 different paint schemes on one model.
Oh, Joe. What are you like?
Nothing is ever easy, and if it is easy, you make it hard.
Yep. You can also catch us Tuesday for the last episode of Vaesen. So come and see how we get on with these massive troll creatures on Tuesday evening. It's going to be good. It's the season finale of that. Then we have on Thursday, we have got Runelords, where you'll catch Wukong as Tolkus, along with some other individuals. And then Friday, we have Starfinder. And then it's all the way back to us again. So we've got loads of stuff coming on.
When is the interview?
The interview?
There was an interview coming up on a Wednesday.
I think that was
this
a while. I
Wednesday?
think that was a while ago because I think that's possibly the end of last month's.
No. They're interviewing. Oh my goodness.
Oh, forget no. You've
I cast memory on wipe.
Yeah, you need to go and speak to Mad Maggie.
Freeling.
Freeling.
Freeling Publishing the Runes of Cimberum.
I am not 100% sure, to be honest with you. That's one that I didn't have on my list. Well, actually, I don't have a list. I've just been doing it from my memory.
So I cast. I don't know. Remember?
Nailed that.
Yeah.
And just to mention as well, because the second season of Brush Off finished on Monday.
Yes.
And I know Dave did mention that the next season doesn't start until July. So we've got some specials coming up in which you might see some things getting painted that look like this.
Yeah.
That looks like a god to me.
Mate, you should see the model I've ordered as well. I'm just like, I want to paint that.
Yeah, it's just that's the Storm Giant.
Yeah.
And King Hecaton. And then we've also got Harshnag as well, who's a Frost Giant. But yeah, we'll be doing a Giant special and Monster special. There's going to be a whole load of specials. And we've got some really cool professional artists who are going to come in and show us specific things, which I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I sent the link in our chat thing so you can look at the Twitter and there you go.
Nice. Thank you.
Mic drop.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Go on. Mr. Chelly has asked, did your character studio do the character art for us?
Yes. So they did. Yeah. So
Sean
that is
TW. Big up the Sean TW.
Your character studio did do the art for us. There is a link there for commissions as well. If you want a piece for your character, get in touch with him.
There's Wukong.
He's super amazing.
He captured every single aspect of
my
character. Yeah. Anyway, it was perfect.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
He's awesome.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. Take care, guys. Thanks to my players. Thank you, Nate. And
thank you, Nate, for joining us. You're
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Nate, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll have to come back.
Yeah, hopefully you can come back
I
at
just
some
invited
point.
myself back.
Yeah, definitely.
No, damn straight.
Come on back.